down your weapon. You have 20 seconds to comply. You now have 15 seconds to comply. You now have 5 seconds to comply. 4, 3, 2, 1. I am now authorizing physical force.
Seconds to comply.
20 seconds to comply.
I bet you think you're pretty smart, huh? I bet you think you're pretty smart, huh? Think you can outsmart a bullet? Think you can outsmart a bullet?
Thank you for your cooperation.
Welcome. Hello, folks. All right, Pete.
Hey, Vassy, how you doing, you living legend? Yeah.
I'm pretty well. Elwood's running a tad bit late, but he's going to join us. I think what we're going to do is so today we're going to count down Indiewire's top 75 horror films of all time. We're going into this blind. We've not looked at it. We'll see what's on there and see if it's a good list or a bad list. And I think what we'll do is go through the first. I think we'll go through 25.
Yep.
Then we'll take a break, talk about whatever new movies we've watched or just have a bit of crack on, and then do another 25 and then a final 25. How's that sound to you,
Good.
Pete?
Mate, that sounds like a winner. Let's do it.
Yeah. So, oh yeah, I was going to ask, what do you think? Do you think there's going to? What do you think is going to be on the list? Or I tell you what do you think is not going to be on the list that you would want on the list? And we'll see if it comes up. I'm hoping to see Event Horizon on the list, but I'm not sure if it's going to be there. I mean, it should be there. I would put it on my list for sure.
Event Horizon, that's a good shout. Yeah, it's a tricky one because it's not Paul Anderson isn't popular. So yeah, it'll be interesting to see if it's on there. I'm gonna go. I'd be surprised if it's on there, but I would like to see it on there. Evil Dead 2013.
All right, yeah, I think that might be on there. I do.
Yeah.
I think it might be on
Okay.
there. Evil Dead 2 will be on there for sure, won't it? I mean, that'd be
Yeah. Evil Dead 2.
I mean, the list will be null and void if there's no Evil Dead 2 on there. It's got to be on there.
Yeah, exactly. It's got to be on there.
What else? I mean, on my own list, I would definitely put Jason Lives, but I don't think I'm going to find that on this list.
No.
Agree?
I agree with you.
I would put it on my top. That would be in my top 25 list. I would have Jason Lives on there.
Yeah.
And I would have In the Mouth of Madness on there. I don't think that's going to be on this list at all. I don't know. Yeah, but I mean, we'll just see. I reckon there's not going to be a movie from the last 10 years. I don't think I'm going to see a movie from the last 10 years on this list because I can't think of a movie.
Really?
I will put in my top 75. I mean, it's the one that's been really rated in the past, like, say, 10 years. That's like wowed the critics or whatever. Because I think Indiewire is like an independent movie magazine.
Hereditary I would say for the last 10 years, you're probably going to see Hereditary on there and Midsummer on there and a couple of the A24 movies put on there, very popular with critics. So I think we'll see that. Maybe Talk to Me on there, and The Witch will definitely be on there because the critics, they have babies over The Witch, like they love The Witch, like yeah, they'll probably have that on there, I would say. And I'll tell you a movie that I would like to see on there, but probably two movies that I'd like to see on there, but probably won't see on there. Hot Tension or Switchblade Romance or High Tension, whatever you want to call it, and Martyrs. I don't think we'll see the original Martyrs on there as well, but I'd like to see it on there. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, neither of those would be on my top 75, but yeah, we'll see. We'll see, Pete.
We'll see.
Right. While we're waiting for Elwood, I think we should crack on because you've got 75 to get through. So should we just crack on?
Let's do it, man. Let's do it.
Can we see that all right? Yeah.
It's coming through. Yeah, it's coming through now, yeah.
Okie dokie. So at number 75, we have okay. At number 5, we have Hereditary, which I wouldn't have it on my list, but if it was going to be on the list, I don't mind it being at number 75 because I know lots of people like it. So I mean, I would have
Yeah, I'm
no idea
surprised
in my
that.
top 75, but I'm
Yeah,
fine
I'm
with that.
surprised.
I'm absolutely fine with that.
Yeah, I'm surprised it's at number 75 because, like I say, the critics do fawn over this
Yeah,
movie. Like,
yeah.
I mean, I have to say, I do like Hereditary. It's got some,
I do too. I do too.
yeah, it's got some good gasp moments in there. I remember seeing it in the cinema, and there was an audible gasp when Toni Collette, you kind of make out that she's on the ceiling type of thing, and that was a nice experience in the cinema. So I kind of rated for those moments. The ending's just a little bit, tinged with comedy, where it probably shouldn't be, or maybe that was just me who kind of found it a little bit amusing. Do you know where all the naked dudes are like they're all floating into the treehouse and whatnot? I was like, wow, that's silly. But yeah, it's no surprise to see it on the list, but I'm surprised to see it so low down, mate.
Yeah, I mean, I'll give it credit for leaning into the horror bit and not making it like, is it supernatural? Is it not supernatural at the end?
Yeah.
They like don't leave it up for.
Yeah, it's full on horror. Yeah, definitely, 100%.
Sure. Oh, there we go. The tie's done. So number 75 is Hereditary. Let's get on to the next one. Number 74, we have Scream. Can't believe that's a number 74, mate. How low is that? Why would that be so low? That's like,
I think
saved like the whole genre of horror was saved in the 90s by Scream, and they've put it at number 74.
Yeah, no, I agree. I mean, I think it shouldn't be that low. That is for sure. I completely agree with you, mate. We're getting older, and this movie's getting older. What's 28 years old now, and you wonder about the age of some of these critics, and perhaps they've kind of, perhaps they maybe didn't see Scream when it was released and have caught it after, all the millions of Scream ripoffs. So it's probably a little bit more insignificant to them. Well, we know it as kind of, genre kind of busting at the time, and it kind of give birth to self-referential horror, even though it was already happening. But this kind of really brought it to the forefront, where they probably just see it as just another stalk and slash, mate. In some cases, I don't know who wrote this list or anything like that, but I think
one person. I think they must have got like a team of people to make a. That's what I'm guessing. Can't imagine one person did this, but I mean, Scream was like, it made horror movies cool for a while as well. Like, it was cool to be a fan of horror films because of Scream. So and I like, because I think I was like 18 when it came out, and I was like, I wasn't like proud as punch. I wouldn't go around saying, "Oh, I'm a horror fan." I like geek out and stuff, but like I was a bit more. I didn't mind saying I like horror films when I was like, while Scream was out, because people would, I'm sure it got lots of people into horror. Scream did, because it had so many references. And people enjoy it so much to try and find out what all these movies that are referenced.
Yeah, I mean, it's strange to see it at 74, but when you think about, how its influence is spread throughout horror movies. I mean, for example, how often now do we see a horror movie where there is a 5-minute sequence at the start where a character or a lead character gets killed to set the tone of the movie? And kind of Scream was was the first obvious one to do that. From a recollection, I'm sure it had been, someone had been killed pre-credits before, but not so much, a large set piece like that, where now set pieces before the credit, before the credits in horror movies are 10 a penny, and that's down the Scream for me.
Exactly, so I mean, super influential, and it's a crowd pleaser as well. An absolute crowd pleaser, this film.
Yeah, it's funny. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
exactly.
I don't like that at all. That's turned me off this whole list. Having that at number 74.
Well, mate,
honestly, I would put it in my top 25. Seriously,
yeah,
it would be my top 25.
But I
Probably
can't wait
quite
to
high.
see what other movies are on this list then, mate. There must be some special movies on this list if Scream's 74th, like.
Yeah, exactly. Let's see what's next. And let's see if it's better or worse than Scream, because that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sure. Oh, okay. There we go. That's out of left field. Tale of Two Sisters.
Okay, okay. Well, I don't think it's more enjoyable than Scream for sure, but it is a good film. Don't get me wrong, and there's some genuinely frightening moments in there. But
I've only ever seen it the once. I watched it once. I thought that was good, and I've never gone back to it. But I did enjoy it when I saw it. Yeah, it was at the time when those Japanese and Korean movies, they were just like they were the thing, weren't they? That was what everybody was watching. That was it was the best of horror at the time. It was coming from Japan and Korea and that, and this was one of them, and it was like high quality. Does this job? It was stylish. It was like everything you wanted in a film. This is one of the good ones. But there's better ones.
It's almost kind of the thing about J horror and stuff like that. You've got the A24 movies and the branded elevated horror, which I think the term in itself is very pretentious. But you look at movies like A Tale of Two Sisters and some of the stuff that was coming out of Japan, real thinking man's horror films. The built tension, that kind of thing. Elevated horror, they were elevated horror before elevated horror was branded. A24 isn't doing anything new here. The Japanese were doing it a long time ago. Like,
a lot of the Japanese movies, you had to have patience. You had to like pay attention, have patience, and you'd be rewarded at the end of it, and you would get drawn into it, and you would enjoy it, and have a fulfilling experience watching the movie.
Absolutely.
Like I said last week, some of these A24 movies and so-called elevated horrors are just made by directors who normally just do indie movies, and they wanted a bit more mainstream, so they stuck some horror and mixed it with the drama, and sometimes it worked, but I like more horror than drama. Thank you very much. Oh, and Pete, can I just say thanks for getting me a copyright notice on me last week's stream for playing the Salem Slot trailer.
Really?
Yeah, it didn't get taken down or anything, but I got a copyright, like an email in the morning saying you've had a copyright notice for playing the Salem Slot. Do you want to trim it out the stream? And I was like, I don't give a fuck as long as it's still up there. But it might have been the only stream I've never got a copyright on, but thanks to you, Pete, I did get.
Sorry, man. Sorry. You would think that they'd want trailers to be shared and talked about and everything like that. You know what I mean? If anything, we were quite positive about it. But people do trailer breakdowns on YouTube and stuff. Why can't we, man?
The strange thing was, it wasn't like for the music that was on it, or it was for the trailer. That's what it said. It said for the Salem Slot movie trailer. I thought it might be because there's like a song playing through the whole thing, isn't it? I thought it might be a song. But
right. I suppose Warner Brothers have got the flags out looking for it. Have you seen some of the reviews? The reviews, they're good, and then there's bad, and then there's good, and then there's bad. Totally. It's a strange one. Like Stephen King, seems to rate it, but then again, Stephen King likes money, so maybe Warner Brothers give him some money to say that. Who knows?
I'll tell you what, Pete. I don't think I'm going to have any trouble waiting until Halloween for us all to watch it together. When we are.
So you're going to wait?
I'm going to wait because these reviews came out pretty early. The movie doesn't come out until next week, but the reviews came out, and I did not watch the reviews. But I did skip to the end on a lot of them, and like the final verdict on the movies. And like you said, I think I saw one where they really, really liked it, but most of them were like, it was okay, and some of them like it wasn't very good. Like they understand why it didn't get put out on the cinema, but like they were mostly middling reviews, which is what I was fully expecting. So I don't really think it's gonna be that much of a hardship just to hang on a few weeks and watch it.
We'll all watch it together. Nice.
When we're together. So yeah, that's cool, man.
Sounds good, man. Sounds good. I was thinking to myself, I was starting to think during the weekend. I was like, okay, Thursday night. I know what I'm doing Thursday night because I thought Bassy will crumble. He'll watch it, so I'll
Yeah.
watch it.
Well,
But
listen, if I can hold out, don't you
I'll hold
dare.
out then.
Don't you
Oh
dare.
yeah, no, definitely. I'll hold out. I'll hold out for sure.
I know you're going to come home and it'll be nighttime. You walk the dog, come home, you sat down, and it'll just be staring at you. And you're thinking, So let's just have watch 10 minutes to the beginning. And then next thing you know, you would have watched the whole thing and went, oh, no.
I'll just watch the title. I'll just watch the title sequence. Yeah. No, I will. I will hang fire. I will hang fire definitely. I mean, Elwood will watch it. Elwood will watch it, and it'll be Halloween night. We'll go to Crankin' and go, and he'll say about 5 words, which is, "Oh, I've seen it. It's shit,"
Mm-hmm.
and that'll be that. But looking forward to it.
That reminds me. When we were kids and it came out, I remember watching it on the night time. It was quite late at night, and I watched the first half of it on the night time, and in the morning time before I was going to go to school, I thought I'll just watch just a tiny bit of the second half. And I started watching the second half, and I must have watched about an hour of it, and I was late to school, and I was like, I just started watching it, and I just couldn't not stop watching it, and I was late for school.
Nice.
There you go.
Nice.
Then I came running home from school at the end of the day and watched it again. It was good.
It's good when shit like that happens, when you're looking forward to watching a movie or playing a video game, when you get in and you're thinking it over, and when you're at school or you're at work and stuff like that, and you're excited. It's been a while since I felt like that about a movie, to be fair. And every time I feel like that about a movie, I tend to get disappointed. It's yeah.
The thing that movies just don't do it these days. Like, you get movies you get good movies, decent movies, but you don't get those special movies that you're going to be remembering in 10, 20 years time.
Things are starting to, I kind of like it, but at the same time it kind of cheapens movies a wee bit. So I think, is it just me, or do movies come out far too quickly on streaming platforms these days? You've got See No Evil is out on Tuesday.
Is it
streaming? Yeah, Tuesday.
I thought it was weird. I was flicking through Prime and it said pre-order See No Evil. I said, it's not even out yet, is it? Like, is it Tuesday? Is it just come out, or is it? I'm like, how can that be? How can that be a pre-order already? Didn't even make sense.
Tuesday, man. It comes out on Tuesday. Yeah, Tuesday.
Jeez.
And then on the 15th, you've got Alien Romulus. And obviously you've got Salem's Lot, just coming straight to streaming. And I don't know, it kind of cheapens it a little bit. I think I liked movies a little bit more when you had to work for them. You know what I mean? You had to walk to the town centre and go and rent it, and then walk back with it within your hand, and you're like that, going, "Oh, I'm gonna put it in my video player, and I'm gonna watch it." And you kind of build it up in your head, type of thing. But now everything's just there. It is, click. That's it.
Yeah.
Takes that anticipation away, cheapens it a little bit. But yeah, I was surprised at See No Evil. 1st of October. You're talking about a movie that's doing good business and getting positive reviews, but yet straight out onto streaming.
That surprised me.
Yeah.
Right, let's get back to this countdown. So we were at 73, which was Tale of Two Sisters, which is, I think, it's fine there. I don't mind that being in there.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah.
Is Alfred Hitchcock's The Birds, which I've never seen. Have you ever seen that film, Pete? I've never seen it.
No, mate. I've seen little clips and of it. The same clips, I dare say, you've seen on a million clip shows of this movie and that. But I tell you what, I was yesterday old when somebody said to us, it was this video talking about the Mandela effects, and apparently the Birds has never been shown or available in black and white. It's always been a colorized movie. Did you ever think that it was black and white? I thought it was black and white, man.
No, I never thought it was black and white.
Did you not?
No.
Well, see if anybody in the comments thought that this movie, or they've seen it ever on telly or anything like that, clips in black and white. Because,
let's have a look at the comments. Oh, let's have it like that until Elwood comes. I like that.
Nice.
Let's have a look. All right. It's Sean from Cinephile Sanity TV. Hey, how's it going, Vass? It's going very well, mate. Nice to see you, mate. Michael Myers is here. All right, mate. Welcome back. Scream is okay, but got bored of the franchise about 5 minutes into Scream 2. I feel exactly the same way, mate. I've always said Scream lost its mojo about 2/3 of the way through Scream 2, and I can do without all the rest.
Yeah, true.
Michael Myers, is this one of those all over the place internet lists? Well, we'll see. We'll bloody see.
Yeah.
Dave Boosty, hi guys. How you doing, mate? Welcome. Dave Boosty, meant to mention as of classic or good fun posters was the movie Visit Hours. Yeah, I remember that one, yeah. Which I saw for free in theaters thanks to a projectionist friend. I recently watched it for free on YouTube. I'm not sure if I've actually seen that one. Is that the one with like William Shatner's in it and Michael Ironside? And I think that might be the one. Have I seen it? I'm not even sure.
I don't think I have.
Michael Myers said Visit Hours has a good teaser with all the lights in the building going out to form a big skull. Yeah, I think that's the video cover, isn't it? It's like a skull.
Yeah.
Michael Myers says was in secondary school when BBC One showed it over 2 nights. Remember it being popular? Yeah. It was like one of the few times when, I mean, for me, TV was like the event TV. It was like super old. It was Salem's Lot. It was V. And although I think I had already seen it, to be honest, before it came out on TV. But like those were the times when it was a proper event.
And especially with it being on the BBC as well, because there's no adverts or anything like that.
I rewatched Visit Hours on purpose after I was in the ER ICU in a real hospital. As soon as I got out, I watched a hospital movie or two. After my heart attack, triple bypass, new heart valve, and diabetes 1. Yikes.
Jesus. Dave, just sit down. Just sit down.
I have the Birds on Blu-ray from a few years on. From you.
Has it ever been in black and white, Dave? Tell us.
Yeah, I never thought that'd be. We're actually seeing on that Mandela video that people thought it was black and white.
Yeah,
you did too.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Michael Myers. Some of the video DVD covers of the Birds kind of make it look like it's a black and white movie. Yeah, maybe the colors are washed out.
Yeah,
that might be it.
That's
right.
Probably it.
Let's go on to. Dave Boosty says, I never heard of the Birds in black and white. Right.
Damn it. That means alternate realities aren't true. God damn it.
That's not going to do it. That's going to do it. Right. Let's get on to that. Was number 72, The Birds. Do you own any Alfred Hitchcock films, Pete? Because I don't.
Psycho.
You own it?
Yeah.
Oh, you own it? Nice.
Yeah, it's the only one that I mean. Listen, I like Alfred Hitchcock movies. But do you remember when I was a young'un? I remember something called Hitchcock's Half Hour that he used to do. It was a weekly TV show. It was a little Alfred Hitchcock Presents, and he presented. And this, I always remember one with Denham Elliott. I think, and he was trying to kill his wife, and he ended up burying himself in a coffin, being buried alive. They were great little TV shows. Them like Tales of the Unexpected type deal.
Are you sure that wasn't Hammer House of Horror, mate?
Was that Hammer? Am I getting that? Hammer House of
Horror? There's one with
Denham
Elliott in where he's like an estate agent.
Yeah.
And I think he wants to kill his wife, and he had an affair with his assistant, and he keeps getting taken out to a house, and weird things are happening, and and I think he wants.
Does he end up in a coffin?
That I don't remember because it's not one of my favorite episodes of that show. But,
it sounds like that. It sounds like I am getting it confused with Hammer House of Horror. Like again, Hammer House of Horror, they were cool too, man. Excuse me.
Right. So
72, The Birds. You expect Alfred Hitchcock to pop up. I think that's round right.
Yeah, and number 71 is 1992's Bram Stoker's Dracula. What do you think of that, Pete? It's been ages since I've seen Dracula.
Yeah, I haven't seen it for a while, mate. I remember.
Did you see the pictures?
We did see the pictures, man. And do you remember coming out of the pictures, just all of us going like that? Just did that infectious bloody theme music all the way through the movie. And I have to say, I'm not a fan of this movie. Like, it's
got good bits in. It's got bits that aren't so good.
It does have good bits in. It does have good bits in. It's very
Gary Oldman are pretty awesome. the bit with Gary
Yeah,
Oldman, and
yeah.
Anthony Hopkins. Anthony Hopkins is good value in the movie as well. Like it's a
He
fun
is, he
role.
is. Yeah,
I like it.
yeah. I think I
Yeah.
think it's a little bit too theater for me. Like I
Mhm.
like my horror scary, like not like
Yeah.
gothic theater type of thing.
Yeah. Yeah. But I don't mind that being on number 71, Pete. Does it bother you? It doesn't bother
No,
me at all.
that's
It's
right. Doesn't
fine.
bother me. That's fine.
All right, what's next? Oh, Twin Peaks Fire Walk with Me, David Lynch at number 70. Shame Elba's not here.
Yeah, man. Absolutely, absolutely.
You know, I
Um,
prefer the TV series to this movie. I remember watching it and I was quite disappointed after watching the TV series, which I loved so much. And
yeah.
then this came out a couple of years after or a year after, and I wasn't a huge fan of it. What about you, Pete? Did you like it?
Listen, it has some really scary moments in it, but it's you know what I kind of like the TV show is surreal, but there's a clear narrative that you're following.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there's the narrative kind of breaks down. It's kind of replaced for kind of like drug infused kind of
Mm-hmm. It leans into the
fusion
strangeness
moment.
of Twin Peaks, doesn't it?
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. So, I've gone from a TV show saying, okay, he's the
Mm-hmm.
movie, that TV show that you like very much that has a
Yeah.
narrative, X, Y, and Z. And then you go, okay, cool. And you turn it on. I think it was just kind of shell shocked me a little bit because it was so completely
Yeah.
different.
Yeah, it
Yeah,
just have a different vibe, doesn't it? It just have like a completely different, same characters, but
yeah,
it just has a different vibe from the TV show, which is
absolutely.
really strange because you like the TV show so much, you want
Yeah,
everyone to be like the same, doing the same stuff. But
absolutely.
yeah, but I don't think it was like a bad movie or anything. It was
No,
yeah.
I mean, it doesn't surprise me that it's on this list, for sure. Quite surprisingly, I was at work, popped into the office during the week, and we've got some girls that work in our bookings team, and they're only young, they're like 19, 20 and stuff like that. And I found myself talking to one of them who just, is just really into David Lynch, and she was talking about all his works, and she had a really in-depth knowledge on David Lynch, and she loves Twin Peaks and Fire Walk with Me and everything like that. So it kind of caught me off guard because I didn't think Twin Peaks had been, passed down the generation, so to speak, and
Mm-hmm.
the younglings have picked up on it, but they seem to have, man. They seem to have embraced it.
That's cool. Michael
Yeah,
Myers says visiting hours wouldn't make me ever want to go to a hospital. Mike Ironside on the Rampage is never good.
no, no.
That's why he
Highlander
specialized in
too.
that character, didn't he? In the
Yeah,
80s.
yeah, totally, man, totally.
Dave Boosty, I own a compilation of Alfred Hitchcock Presents on 2 DVDs, including an original version of The Man Who Knew Too Much, but with Peter Lorre. Awesome.
Cool.
Michael Myers,
Yeah.
that fake bird looks like something from Birdemic. Yeah. Hitchcock has a cameo in him walking two doggies or so in The Birds. I like when directors have cameos in movies.
Me too, man.
Tickles me.
Maybe not M. Night Shyamalan, because he's far too much. Did you watch his latest movie where
I
he's
did.
like
You know what? I liked it. I really enjoyed it.
yeah,
I
I
don't know
liked
why.
it, but
I just thought it was like good
again,
fun. It was like I
it
thought it's
is
like the most fun Shyamalan movie I've seen. I don't know for how long, and I really enjoyed it. It was like I don't know.
yeah.
It was like really suspenseful, and I just liked the way it was like it carried me along with the movie all the way. I was like, even though it was like stupid and absurd, and it was like it seemed like it was just like a vanity project for his daughter,
It absolutely
basically.
was. It
But
absolutely was.
he did wrap around like a fun film, and
Yeah, I
yeah,
mean,
I was
listen
with it
to
all the way, man.
Josh Hartnett was great in it. I have to say,
Yeah,
he was
yeah,
he
and I'm
was
not a fan of
manic,
him.
and he
Yeah,
was having a
he
good
was
time.
great.
Like you could see he was clearly
Exactly,
having a good time
exactly.
doing what he was doing. But yeah, I wasn't too sure that given. I mean, I understand. The director's daughter is a singer, so therefore, he's always going, okay, a little bit of nepotism, but putting her in front of the camera. I get it. I get getting her to sing, but basically giving her the final girl role as well, I was a
Mhm.
little bit iffy with that. Like, to be fair, for that didn't work for me. That.
Yeah, no, it's definitely a good fun movie. Go back a bit. There you go. Michael Myers loved the set design and practical effects for Dracula, but hate pretty much everything else. Yeah, the production design in that movie is immense. Really is.
Yeah.
Dave Boosty, I did not like Coppola's Dracula, the wigs were too silly to me. Hopkins was great fun though. He absolutely was. I felt like he was just cutting loose after he did Hannibal Lecter and Silence of the Lambs. He was just cutting loose.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
I do like Keanu Reeves. Keanu Reeves in it, and that is like that. We're going to Budapest, and he's trying to do an English accent and that. Man. Just like fucking
Gnarly,
yeah,
man. Going to Budapest.
yeah, absolutely. Budapest.
He's threatening to go to Budapest.
Exactly.
Right. Dear Bushi, I did not like Coppola's Dracula. Oh, I've just read that. How am I doing? Hopkins was the only part of the Dracula cast I liked. Dracula himself just looked ridiculous and wanted to fast forward whenever Keanu came on. I like it when he turned into a wolf. I really like that sequence. I think it's done really, really well. That's like I think was my favorite sequence in the movie. Dear Bushi, at the time I did not like Keanu Reeves acting in Coppola's Dracula. Yeah, I think he just about pulls it off. I've got to say.
Yeah, I mean it's Keanu Reeves. Yeah.
It's Keanu Reeves, exactly.
Yeah.
Keanu agent.
I think he just done Much Ado About Nothing with Kenneth Branagh at the time. Keanu Reeves, and that. I was like, Keanu Reeves in Shakespeare, what the fuck? But fair play to him, man. He's had a good career, man. He's a bit of a legend, like.
Right, let's get on to the next one, and so that was number 70, Twin Peaks. That's fine, that being there, no problem with that at all.
Yeah.
Oh bloody hell! I didn't expect to see that. Man. Nice. About 50 places too low, but I'm happy.
Yeah.
Awesome, mate. Nice.
Yeah, that's put a smile on my face, man. It's good, man.
Me too.
It deserves to get recognition right enough. That's a great photo as well. Like, I've never seen that photo before.
It is, yeah. I don't know. I feel like it's the kind of movie that you want, that you feel should get more love. Like every year, it should be getting more and more love, and more people should be talking about it. And I mean, it might be starting to be the case, but it's like it's nowhere near like what it should be. I mean, I've loved everything. I saw the pictures, but like it's a movie. Like I could definitely recommend that to anybody. Anybody wants to watch just a fantastic film, horror film, just a good time. Watch that movie, man.
Definitely.
Oh, it's great, man. That's awesome. Well done, Indiewire. I almost forgive them for putting Screamer at number 74, whatever it was. Almost forgive them. Nice. Right, let's have a look. So 69 in the Mouth of Madness. Lovely. And 68 Jaws?
What the fuck,
I was thinking top 10 at least. Top 5. How the hell did Jaws down at 68?
Listen, do you know what this means now, Vass? It means every fucking movie from now on, I'm going to be going, Jaws better than that. Jaws better than this. That's, yeah. It absolutely should be on this list, but you know, anywhere that's not in the top 10 is just unacceptable for Jaws. Like,
it's as much as I love Scream, that is bloody shameful putting that at number 68. Why would you even think about that? It's literally like one of the, forget horror films, it's like one of the best movies ever.
It is. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, I agree.
That is piss poor. No way, man. 68.
I'd be definitely interested how they devised this list. Like,
I feel that they got all the movies and then they just put it in a machine, order it itself. I think it randomly order it.
Totally.
I was thinking to myself, what's the top 10 going to be? I was thinking, all right, so The Shining's going to be in there, Jaws is going to be in there, Exorcist is going to be in there, Halloween's going to be in there, and like Jaws was there. I didn't have to think twice. It's like it's going to be in there. Might even be in the top 5.
All bets are off now. Like, all bets are off, because if Jaws is in the fucking 60s, then all the movies that you just mentioned there might be in the fucking 50s as well and 60s. You know,
it's like a backhand after In the Mouth of Madness being there, and then this comes up. And like, what?
Listen, I love In the Mouth of Madness, but you can't tell me that In the Mouth of Madness is only a tiny, tinsy, wincy bit worse than Jaws. Like, you know, as far as the quality goes, there's a huge gap, but they're both great movies. You know, I would say In the Mouth of Madness for me personally would be in my 12 to 15, something like that on my list.
Yeah, yeah.
But Jaws would have to be in my top 5 because it's a fucking monumental movie. You know what I mean? And again, it begs the question to me, you know, perhaps the age of these critics.
Yeah,
Because
Pete, I think you might have a point there.
But just, I mean, I remember vomiting when I first saw Jaws. You know, the head popping out, and you know, these fucking important movie moments type of thing. But
it's like they're not even paying attention to. They're just going by the movie, which is, and they're still getting it wrong. But like, there's other factors as well, like the influence a movie has. You know, the impact the movie has. I mean, there's something there. This is like cultural things that are happening with Scream, with Jaws, and they've just like paid no attention to it whatsoever. I mean, you need to give it points just for that. Seriously, man, that's ridiculous.
Well, I think this list is very much in real danger of destroying its credibility with that. Like, I mean, it'll be interesting to see what the next movie is, mate, because this next movie better be better than Jaws. You know what I mean? It's as simple as that.
Right, man. I didn't know it was gonna be so traumatic, this list, like, honestly. Right, let's quickly get some comments and then we'll crack on with the next one. I can't wait to see what's next. Can't bloody wait. Right. Let's have a look here. Dave Boosty says most people should read even more Sutter Kane. I agree.
Yep.
Oh, I wish I put my t-shirt on as well. If I'd known it was going to be on the list, but I thought there's no way.
Yeah.
Michael Myers, I think Keanu Roll was originally earmarked for Depp. Oh, that would have been interesting. Real Fifth Beetle. You beat me to the punch in counting down this list, lol. Sorry, dude. I was doing something completely different, and it just kind of popped up and I thought that looks interesting. It's Halloween month. I want to get some stuff in, and we've not done one of these before. So yeah, sorry, dude. Apologies.
I think Elwood's getting ready.
Michael Myers, 60 exactly, mate. That is. It's like it's not even a double take. It's like a triple take, quadruple take. I must have a thing for that. Hang on. Hold on.
Brother, what's that? What's that, brother?
Fits perfectly.
So, Elwood sent a message saying that he's clicked the link. He's ready to join.
Shit! Yeah, sorry. How long's he been there for? I'll blame Jaws.
Yeah,
Not long.
There we go.
Hey, Elwood, how are you doing, man?
All right, fellas.
Elwood, this list, right? We're only at movie 68, and guess what film was at 68? Jaws, mate. Jaws. So apparently this list is going to give us 67 more movies that are better than Jaws.
Apparently, if that's possible.
Oh, is it going from worst to best, is it?
Yeah.
Is that how it works?
Yeah.
Right. Okay, fair enough.
Yikes. Let's finish these. Michael Myers, internet lists are always balls. Yeah, it's weird. It's no matter how like prestigious the people doing the list. I don't know, man. They should get fans to do it or something. I don't know. People who actually like horror films. Dave Bushy says Jürgen Prochnow was also in another fun movie, The Fourth War, with Roy Scheider. It's a general versus Russian general movie by William Friedkin too, I think. Really?
He was. I remember him in that The Seventh Sign with Demi Moore, where he played Jesus. Do you remember that? It was about the end of the world movie. Good movie.
Oh, is she pregnant in that movie? Is she pregnant?
Yeah.
Good movie. I saw it years ago.
Yeah.
I don't remember that one.
Michael Myers, probably done via Tombola. It's seeming that way, mate. It really is. Dave Busey, Jürgen Prochnow was also in another. Oh, let's come again. In the Mouth of Madness is good, but it's chalk and cheese compared to Jaws. Yeah. Well, can I just say, fellas, leave In the Mouth of Madness alone, okay? If you want to compare it to bloody Hereditary or something else. Just don't mess with In the Mouth of Madness.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
Okay. I bet then better.
Is it every other comment seems to be this comment coming up? Never mind.
No, don't look at the
Michael
list.
Myers.
Howard. Don't look at the list. We've all not seen the list, so we're just going through
Oh.
it blind. Yeah.
Yeah, Michael Myers. Whatever's at 67, it's not as good as Jaws. I think that's exactly right.
Yeah.
Unless The Exorcist is number 67. The Exorcist, I think, might be the best horror movie to me, but not very watchable nowadays. I think Jaws might be my favorite horror movie, or Alien, or Alien is definitely in the top 10, or Halloween 1. It rotates a lot. Yeah, me too, man. It's imagine making a list of your 75 top horror movies. That would take me about 6 months, and then I would like redo it like 50 times. It's such a hard thing to do.
75 is a lot.
Yeah, it's a lot.
Oh yeah, no worries there, Davey. Right, let's go to the next one. Let's see what we got next. Holy cow, I'm almost afraid to look.
Better than Jaws.
Let's stick it on. There we go.
Jaws 2.
Yeah.
Jaws 2 doesn't even. You know what? Jaws 2 doesn't even deserve to be at number 68, does it? Jaws 2. That doesn't.
Yeah.
That should be higher than 68. And we got the original Jaws at 68. Makes no sense.
Doesn't.
Let's have a look. Dawn of the Dead, 67. Another one that's super low, dude. What else are they gonna have on the list when these like classic movies are so low down?
Totally.
Are you getting this, Pete?
I'm
Is it making any sense at all?
It's not making any sense, man. No, I mean it's certainly
Scream, Jaws, Dawn of the Dead, and we're not even at 65 yet.
Yeah, it certainly should be higher, but it's not better than Jaws, is it? Dawn of the Dead. I like me Dawn of the Dead, like, but it's not better than Jaws. It's no Bruce the Shark, like.
No, it's not better than Jaws.
Right.
What else has been out then?
So I'll quickly run through it for you, mate.
Yeah.
There's only we've only done 7, so I'll quickly run it through. Let's go back to the top. Right, at number 675 is Hereditary.
Yeah.
At number 74 is Scream.
Yeah.
73 is A Tale of Two Sisters.
Oh, I don't think I've seen that one.
72 is The Birds.
Classic.
71 is Bram Stoker's Dracula.
Stoker's Dracula?
Number 70 is Twin Peaks Fire Walk With Me.
Outraged.
69 In the Mouth of Madness.
Okay.
And 68 Jaws. And now we've just done 67 Dawn of the Dead. And 66 is Suspiria. What the hell, dude? Honestly.
It's a terrible
list. Honestly, that's like Dario Argento's best movie is Suspiria, and they put it at 66. I don't know, man. I can't believe what I'm seeing. I absolutely can't believe what is happening.
I mean, the literally, I mean, there's classic fucking films coming out here, like, and they are so way down that list. Like,
I mean, if they put Phenomena there, I'll be like, yeah, okay, or Tenebrae or something. I'll be, yeah, fine, okay. Well, if they put Land of the Dead or something instead of Dawn of the Dead, I'll be like, yeah, okay.
Yeah.
But like they're putting the people's like best movies pretty much, and I don't know.
Maybe we're reading it the wrong way around.
Yeah, I feel like maybe something's not right here. Like,
do you think?
What's happening, dude?
Yeah.
What is happening?
No, we can't be. We can't be reading it the wrong way around. No.
Well, if number one is Creepshow 2, and number 2 is Fright Night, something like that. You
know? That's true. That's true.
Funny bastard.
I mean, Child's Play or something like that. Yeah. Yeah, you never know, right? No, what if we are reading it the wrong way around? Nah, we can't be, man. We fucking can't be.
Let's have a look here. Oh, I've got that one already. Exorcist, we got that one already. Got that one, did that one. Dave Booth, yeah, so all 4 Jaws movies in theaters, twice in the first week. Thanks to my dad. I love part 2 still. Yeah, 2's, man, it's underrated. That's it. I saw a list saying top 10 horror movies where the first one was the only good movie. And they had Jaws in there, and I was like, nah, Jaws 2 is fucking awesome. What are you talking about?
You're right.
Strange.
Night of the Living Dead was 1968 here in the USA. Okay. Hellbound. Oh, Seth from Hellbound's here. Nice one, Seth. Seth's killing it, man. Seth's videos are amazing. Dawn of the Dead is great. Could argue it over Jaws, but both in the 60s. What is this? Exactly, mate. There is really, I don't know. I might have to put a fatwa on this and the people that made this list because it's sacrilegious. The shit that they're coming out with at the moment. Scream was at 74. Scream. What are you doing? Hellbound. Dawn of the Dead is great. Could argue it. Oh, God, you read that. Sorry. Michael Myers. Maybe it was done by young folks with all the old classics being backloaded and newer crap back in the top 20. Dawn of the Dead is way too low. Exactly, but they wouldn't let something so half-assed be released as like the top 75 horror movies of all time. They wouldn't they have to have an editor looking at it going, what the hell is this, dude? Start again. This is ridiculous. Dave Bucci, I couldn't watch after the car accident scene. Soon as certain things started happening, I did not like it all since I haven't watched it. It felt dumb to me. What you talking about there?
I have no idea.
Hereditary, maybe?
South says, think Deep Red is Argento's best, but Suspiria is so good. I need to watch Deep Red again. Have I got? I'm sure I've got Deep Red. Have I got Deep Red? I not get it.
I haven't got it.
Yeah.
Wait. It's going to be worth waiting for if I do. I'm sure I had Deep Red. I won it in the competition, didn't I? Deep Red. I'm sure it was Deep Red.
How did you win it in a competition?
It was I can't remember with the bloody channel. You just had to put your name down in the thing.
Oh, in the
pulled it out the thing.
So lucky, and I never win out, man. Never win out.
Sure, I got Deep Red, and I still haven't took it out the bloody wrapper or anything. Yeah. Well, it's got to be down here. Mate. It's got to be down here. Oh, okay. Yeah, there it is.
Whoa.
I don't think I've seen that.
4K as well.
Don't know what that's doing there underneath it. The 4K?
Yeah.
Oh, it's 4K. That's why I haven't watched it, because I don't have a 4K player. That's exactly why I haven't watched it. I do not have a 4K player, but it's nice to have a 4K.
Yeah, well, I'll tell you what. When we go to our Halloween cabin, I'll bring my PS5 and you can watch it in 4K glory.
There you go. Sorted.
I did download it. You know what it is? I watched all the Argento's early movies. I've never seen them. All the ones with an animal name in it. The cat with the bird with the crystal plumage, cat of nine tails, and they're good. They're thrillers more than horrors.
Yeah.
And they're very cool looking as well. Like it's got the aesthetic of like Italy and all that. It's really, really good. But then I got a Deep Red, and I could only find. It was weird. It felt like it was. I think it's like they dub they get actors who can speak English but have an accent, and then dub them over with people with actual Americans. So it looked like it'd been dubbed into English and then dubbed back to Italian. And it was just I couldn't handle it, dude. I couldn't handle it. Even the main guy, he was actually English. He was in Italian, and I don't know. It was doing my head, and I couldn't watch it. But I think it's just come out on Prime actually. Deep Red, I might check it out. But it's going to go a long way to be better than Suspiria.
I recently watched the remake again because I couldn't get through it first time round. It was better second time round. The remake.
Suspiria shit, man. The remake. Absolutely.
Yeah, I haven't seen the original for ages.
Watch it, man. It's super cool. Dear Bushi, I did not like Hereditary at all. Michael Myers. Sometimes, you don't like movies because people like them a lot, and they ain't that good. And then you end up liking them less than you actually do because people are over egging the movie. I do that all the time. I don't mean to. But if a movie's watch it and you go, that's good, but everyone else is absolutely raving about it, then you start pulling the movie down a bit more than what it is because you're like, it ain't that good, dude. Honestly, it's not that good. Not that it's bad, but anyway. It's like you're kind of balancing things out a bit. Michael Myers. I know this won't be popular, but I prefer Inferno, Tenebrae, Opera, and Phenomena. Oh, Phenomena over Suspiria, but I do still love Suspiria. Yeah. I don't know, man. I find movies hard that I like. The Italian movies I find really hard to watch when they're kind of dubbed. They have Italian speaking English and then have American people, and just that sound design is I can't handle it. I don't know, it just takes me right out of the movie. Dave Boost, you don't know why, but besides the bright various colours and artisans I found font, I don't enjoy galore type movies. Depends on the movies. I think the thing I like the most is the stylish. I'm a sucker for stylish movies. Michael Myers, better not be any remakes in this dumpster fire list except for the two obvious 80s ones.
There's going to be.
But the two,
Right.
Halloween, no, The Thing and The Fly, yeah. Michael Myers, haven't watched Deep Red in years. Me too, man. I'm sure I've seen it, but I don't remember it. I bet there's lots of guys with black gloves, and you just see the black gloves. and you see a knife, and you see the glint on a knife, and then you'll see a woman going, oh. Anyway, Michael Myers, didn't mind the Suspiria remake, but yeah, it was well long. I'm fine with dubbing. I'm too lazy to read subtitles and distracts me too much from what's going on. Yeah, I think it's like that for some people, isn't it? Right, let's get on with this. We just found out that Suspiria was at 66.
Yeah.
And 65 is the Babadook. Now, I don't mind the Babadook being at 65.
Yeah.
I know a lot of people love it, and I just thought it was fine. It was okay. No problem there at all. What do you think, guys?
I think it's a great movie. I do really rate the Babadook, but I think, out of the entire horror movie history, 65 is about right. Is it better than Jaws? Is it what?
Yeah, we keep referencing Jaws after each one. Please, Pete, don't do that.
I can't help it. Can't get on it.
Please don't do that. Right.
I do rate the Babadook. I think it's a scary ass film, and it's also a bloody really sad film. Oh, okay. Yeah.
I liked it. I liked it. Not wrong with it, but I wasn't wowed by it.
Yeah,
right.
It was okay.
64, Shaun of the Dead. Oh my goodness, that's super low as well, man.
It's a comedy as well.
It's a comedy,
yeah. But it's a zombie film, isn't it? It's a comedy horror.
It is. I think it was out at the cinema this weekend. I think they were doing the 25th anniversary.
That's right.
Yeah.
20th anniversary, wasn't it?
20th anniversary. Yeah, that's right. 20th.
That's great.
Yeah.
That would be my top 30. Top 30.
It being 64 is fine with me. It's it is a great movie. It could be a little bit higher for sure.
Ask anybody in the whole world, top 5 comedy horrors. Shaun the Dead's going to be in there, dude. When you talk
comedy horror, comedy horror. But I'm kind of with Elwood on this one. This is a comedy for me. Like it has horror. It's horror. All the way through it. Of course, it's a zombie film. But it's I don't get scared. I get sad. The bit where he cries about his mum. That's really good. But yeah. I mean, listen, it's a good film. It deserves to be on the list. Probably a wee bit higher. But I'm not going to mention Jaws again.
No.
or Scream for that matter.
I mean, that's far too low for me. Far too low. Right, next at 63 is Invasion of the Body Snatchers. Again, I think that's well too low. That I think this is aces. This film, one of my favorite 70s films is Invasion of the Body Snatchers.
Yeah, I used to watch it all the time when I was a kid.
Yeah, it's awesome.
It's a good film. It's a great film.
That one,
don't you think it's too low? I think it's way too low.
What's that black and white one where they walked up on that sand hill and they fell into the sand?
Invaders from Mars, is that right?
Yeah, Invaders from Mars. That's right. It is.
They got sucked into the sand. I used to watch that all the time.
Yeah, that scared me when I was a kid. Elwood.
Yeah.
That proper scared me. That one. Yeah, Invasion of the Body Snatchers I watched just recently. I think it was once on a streaming channel. But yeah, it's Donald Sutherland, man. Fucking that the final scene is fucking bone curdling. Like it's a good film.
He
Yeah,
deserves a few places higher just for that last scene. What do you think?
yeah, agree. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, far too low, mate. Far too low. Let's have a go. Right, number 62 is The Phantom Carriage by Victor Sjostrom, and I've never heard of it.
No.
Never
I've
mind
never
seeing it. I've never even heard of it.
But it's
Anybody
better than
know?
Must be
Jaws.
good though. Better than Jaws, eh?
Yeah, it's
I
better
definitely
than
better watch
Jaws.
it.
Scary Courage.
Are we sure we're not reading this list backwards now? You've got me paranoid. Does someone want to just quickly, quietly, sneakily read what's number one? And if it is Child's Play, we know we are reading it backwards.
I know. Hereditary was number one all along.
Totally.
Yeah. Right, 61 is A Girl Walks Home Alone at Night. I've never seen it,
Right.
but maybe it's fine there. I have no idea.
I've never seen
Anybody
it,
have any
but
ideas?
I hear it's really good. I've never seen it. A lot of
Yeah.
people rate it as kind of like a scary work of art, but I've never seen it. But
Yeah,
Yeah,
I think we can move on from that one.
by the way, I've just
Holy
had a text
dude.
here.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
Number 60.
What the fuck?
Listen, I love me
think
some
that-
American Well for London. You know I do.
Yeah.
It's
What
not
the hell?
better than yours.
Still number 60.
Don't
Right?
say Jaws
It's
anymore.
not. Sorry. 60, man. I mean, American Well for London, it's a top 10 movie. It's just a fucking top 10 movie. It's as simple as that.
What is
You
going
know,
on, guys?
special effects that have never been ever been bettered, with regards to, you know, a werewolf transformation. They've never, ever been bettered.
Go
And
for it.
it's got razor sharp humor. It's just a big bag of fucking awesome. Did you know, guys, by the way, did you know that Griffin Dunn's sister was the older sister from Poltergeist who got murdered?
Yeah.
Is that right? Okay. I knew they had the
Did you
same
know
last
that?
name, but I never put the two together.
Yeah, well,
Okay.
Griffin Dunn wrote his memoirs and stuff. He talks a little bit about American Wealth in London, but he talks a lot about the murder of his sister and what the trauma he went through and everything like that. But I didn't realize that was his sister, the cursed poltergeist family. But yeah, the older sister was Griffin Dunn's sister, and she got murdered in real life by a boyfriend.
Not by a werewolf then.
Not by a werewolf. No, not by a werewolf.
Michael Myers says Shaun Above Dawn is a bloody catastrophe. Both where they're placed is a catastrophe. It's appalling.
Yeah.
I'm appalled.
Yeah.
Michael Myers only discovered Invasion very recently. Feels like I would love it more if I'd seen it as a kid. Yeah, fair enough.
Fair enough, yeah.
Hellbound, The Phantom Carriage is so good, legit so good. Sad,
Really?
inspired a lot of great films. Why have I never actually heard of that movie? Is it because it's from 1921?
Maybe.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever seen any movie ever of any genre from before 1930 or something. To be honest, What about you, Pete? Have you?
No, mate. Honestly, I think I can't. I think the oldest movie I've probably
Is it
seen
a
and
silent
enjoyed.
movie? It's got to be silent. movie.
No, I don't know, but I think the oldest film I've seen and I appreciate is the original the thing from another world. Or yeah, I think it's called
yeah,
the Howard.
You've not seen Wizard of Oz, mate. You've not seen Wizard of Oz.
Oh yeah, forget about Wizard of Oz, man. Maybe I don't appreciate Wizard of Oz. Like it's a little bit too freaky for me. That movie, like,
You've seen it, yeah. You've seen it.
yeah. I've seen it. Yeah.
All right, The Phantom Carriage. If I ever see that, I might remember Seth saying it's so good and give it a go. The Michael Myers, The Shining is probably number one. It usually is on these things. I don't know, man. Everything's just coming out of left field and not making any sense. Who knows what the hell's going to happen when?
Remember the Invisible, the original? I think that was about 1920 something. Wasn't it?
What's that?
What's
The
that?
original Invisible Man. The Invisible Man, that was about 1920.
I think the
Something
Universal
like that. I remember watching that a lot.
movies were from the 1930s onwards. I think, like Bride of
Yeah.
Frankenstein and Frankenstein, and I
All
think they're
that
from
lot.
the 30s, not the 20s. I think
Yeah,
Nosferatu was like 20s, isn't it?
I don't know.
I've never seen that either. Never seen that either.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that.
Michael Myers says, "Love American Werewolf, top 3 all day long." Yeah. American Werewolf, I would easily have it in my top 30, maybe at least. I mean, yeah, if you're not even a fan of werewolf movies, seriously, man, you wouldn't. Seeing that there is just, it's not right. It's just not right. 60, what was it? 62 or 61? Oh, it's dreadful. Cabinet of Dr. Caligari is the earliest film I've seen, but it's I bet it's on here somewhere. It might be. I've seen all the movies a lot while growing up, thanks to my dad too. It was encouraged to research movies a lot. Got Super 8 VHS tapes, all that type of fun. Nice. You guys still need to watch almost every Hammer horror movie I suggest, especially for fun. The Curse of Frankenstein, yeah. Aside from Abbott and Costello movies, I've not seen any of the Hammer horror movies. None of them.
You haven't seen any of them, have you? No.
No, I'm not seen a single one. But Abbott and Costello meet Frankenstein is awesome, man.
Oh, of course it is, yeah. But they used to be on TV all the time, didn't they? The Hammer House ones. I'm sure you would have a box set. Have you not got a box set full of them all?
There is.
I wish I did. I wish I did.
There must be.
They make Invisible Man. They do all sorts, don't they? There's Jack and the Beanstalk. Abbott and Costello, man, they're awesome.
Yeah.
Right, let's get back to this list. Right, so we got to number 60, American Werewolf in London. Oh my goodness.
Yeah. Oh dear.
All better off, man, dude. All better off. Anything could be anywhere. Number 59 is Onibaba. Now, I've not seen the movie, but I've heard it's good and I've heard it's quite scary, so that's fine. Absolutely fine.
No, I haven't seen it.
Yeah, I've heard it. I've heard it's really. Yeah,
the one with the mask. It's got like a funky mask, isn't he? That's Onibaba, isn't it? Was that a different?
Yeah,
one?
yeah.
Right.
I think I watched. It was one of these, the countdown shows on Shudder, and Onibaba's featured quite prominently on it, and they said it was quite groundbreaking. Not just with the horror, but the way it was shot and everything like that. Yeah. It looks good. Like, it looks effective.
Yeah, a lot of directors seem to be like that
Not
film
better
as
than
well.
Jaws,
Like, really kind of regard it highly, don't they? Right, let's get on the next one. 59 is Onibaba, and 58 is Devil's Backbone. That's
what was that again?
I don't know. That's probably about right, because I remember watching that movie when it came out, and it didn't really feel like a horror film to me at all. But I enjoyed the movie.
I mean, it's got a horror. It's a story. It's a ghost story, and that, but it's more sad.
Yeah, exactly.
It's more sad than anything else. Yeah. Good movie, like, you know what I mean? And it's I think it's placed about right, mate. 58. If it was gonna show up on that.
57 is The Cremator. Duras Hurts. Never heard of that movie.
Never seen.
Well, I bet it's not better than Jaws. Is that what you're gonna say, Pete?
No, say Jaws.
I'm not saying it.
I have to make our own list of films that are better than that.
Alejandro Jodorowsky's Santa Sagra. I've heard this is a mad, crazy film, but I've never seen it. Anybody seen this movie?
No.
Nah.
I heard it's wild and crazy.
1999.
I've never seen it. I remember seeing
it.
Is it
like about a cult?
Weird. Spanish, I think it is. Right.
Is it about a cult?
I have no idea, mate. I don't know. I do remember watching the trailer once and having no clue what the movie was about after watching the trailer, thinking, what the hell is that, dude? It was just like loads of weird images. Right. Number 55 is Carnival of Souls, which I've not seen. Anybody seen Carnival of Souls? I think I've seen the remake. There was a remake in the 90s. I think I watched it, and that was crap. But I don't know. I heard this is quite highly regarded, but I don't know anything about this one. Anybody else?
Nope, never seen
I
it.
just like I like the expression on that woman's face there. She looks
Yep,
like she's
go
just
on.
woke up and seen me naked or something.
Oh,
I like that shocked, kind of stunned expression.
she's definitely shocked there. Like, is that a carnival of
Like,
souls?
that's a good photo. Right, what's
Right. I
this?
think we're going to get a lot of black and white movies coming here, guys.
Yeah.
54 is The Seventh Victim, which doesn't look like a horror film to me, but
Maybe I'll check the ratings. What's the ratings on these? PGs? What's the rating on The Seventh Victim in Carnival of Souls?
okay, it's a satanic cult film apparently.
All right, okay.
Okay, looks
It'll
interesting.
be a PG.
We'll do PG, right enough, yeah.
And number 53 is Haxan, which is another satanic sort of movie, and from 1922, for goodness sake. What is going on? I think these people who are making this list are up their own asses, don't you think?
Yeah. I think this list is pretentious, and I think anything popular has been rammed right down the bottom of the list to show that
I bet you they didn't even want to put Jaws on the list. I bet you they thought, I don't want Jaws on the list. I don't want American Werewolf on this. We'll just stick it at the end there, just so it's there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're like, oh, Hereditary is the best film, is it? No, it's not. It's number 75.
But then again, you know, it's amazing that In the Mouth of Madness was on this list.
Yeah.
You know, in thinking about how pretentious this list is going at the moment, I'm amazed that
In the Mouth of Madness, you know, horror films like around.
A proper popcorn horror movie, yeah, absolutely.
Dave Bushy, but Hammer brings in Christopher Lee and Peter Cushing. Gothic looks. Oh yeah, I think I was confusing Hammer with Universal, but Gothic looks and sets. Red Blood Color 2. Yeah. Michael Myers, most of Jodorowsky's movies are bizarre. Bizarre. That's the word, mate. Bizarre. Michael Myers wasn't the Carnival of Souls remake of Wes Craven's Presents. I think that rings a bell. I think you're absolutely right. Michael Myers, I'm lost with all the black and white stuff. Not a clue. Me neither, mate.
Yeah,
we'll zip through them. What were we on? Haxan. And 52 is Quaidan. There you go again. 1964. Again, not seen it. It's an anthology horror film, apparently.
This movie is also featured on that very same documentary that I watched, and he's putting they're actually putting that calligraphy on his face because it's the only thing that will keep this monster, this demon, away from him. But they forgot to cover his ears with it, so the devil starts whispering in his ears to take him over, and that it did look quite effective, to be fair.
That's all right, isn't it?
Did you see 51 there, Pete, when I put it up?
Yeah, I did. And
did you see it, Pete?
No.
Oh, just hang on a second. I'll put it up in a second. You're going to be shocked. Hellbound says, so far, all these films are bangers. Seth's watched every horror movie ever made, apparently, which is amazing. The order is strange, but I haven't seen a movie on the list where I go, why is this on the list? A lot of these older films are good and usually highly regarded. My issue is the order, is why put movies that are so amazing so low down, and that's the whole problem with I don't mind the other movies being on the list, but
I think we'll only be able to evaluate that and come to an answer on that once we evaluate the whole list. I think we'll get more of a makeover. That might have just been a blip, with 50 more movies to go. But what's at 51, Bass? Anyway, tell us.
Michael Myers, so a little preview of 51. Well, Pete, you're gonna change your mind completely after you've seen number 51. Okay.
Is it Halloween 3? Is it Halloween 3? Oh, what?
Yeah, I've seen that. When you scroll
man.
No, you cannot defend that. It doesn't matter if every film on the list is good, or a classic. You cannot defend The Exorcist being number 51 on any best horror movie list. You cannot do it.
No.
You cannot do it.
Maybe
Nah.
it's not in order. Maybe it's just the 75 movies. Just 75, not in order.
Let me just double check because maybe you're right.
You have to
maybe
double
you're
check
right.
the rules.
Yeah.
I don't even know
Right,
who
well,
Indiewire
before, remember on
is.
It has to be that, Elwood. It has to be that. They're just not in any order.
Yeah.
the 75 greatest horror movies of all time, and they're numbered. They're numbered, guys. The 75 greatest horror movies, and they're numbered from 75 to 1. So,
Yeah,
I mean, what would you think?
Oh, yeah, firm.
I don't know,
Fucking
then
hell, man.
Because they're not all the same. They're not all the same, like standard. There's some that are amazing. There's some that are all-time classics, and there are some that are just good. I mean, it can't be just a random list of 75, the 75 greatest. It's
Listen,
numbered from 75 to
listen.
0.
Let's
One.
crack on with this list. I can't wait to see that last night at Soho is better than The Exorcist, which I'm sure is probably going to pop up on this list.
Right. So we had The Exorcist at number 51.
Travesty,
Right.
man.
Okay. Just
There you
drink that
go.
in for a second, Pete. Drink it in.
That's fucking mental, man.
The shots
That
are
is
great,
just
like they're putting on, though. I really like the shots they're putting on.
Yeah.
Number 50 is
It's
Candyman,
Candyman.
which is about
Candyman's
right.
good, man. Yeah, but it's about right. It's about right. Better than The Exorcist? Don't think so.
Hell no. Hell no.
Better than Jaws? Candyman's better than Jaws? Come on, man. Do you know Candyman's a film that I've appreciated more the older I've gotten, the more I've rewatched it. I don't think I particularly
Okay.
liked it when I first saw it.
Yeah, I mean,
when
I think I think I'm the same. I didn't think it was that good.
I thought it
When
was
I first watched it.
depressing
I
the
like
first time I
music.
saw it.
Yeah. I thought it needed a bit more horror because it has got little like strong horror moments, but I
was
thought there
scary.
wasn't that enough of them.
Yeah.
Like
It's
the
a
hook
scary
stuff. I
movie.
thought they could do more with the hook. Anyway, Exorcist is still way too low. Agreed.
Yeah.
Seth says, "I love Candyman, but it's not better than The Exorcist." Exactly. That's the point. That's the point.
Oh yeah, he had a hook. Why did he have a hook again? Why did he have a
Do
hook?
like
I've
Candyman a
forgotten.
lot, but yeah, it's the The Exorcist. Exactly, it's not.
Do you know? I'm trying to remember. Why did he have a hook? Why did he have a hook?
Yeah,
Because he was a black slave, wasn't he? And then when he went with a white woman, she's like, he raped me or whatever, and then they fucked him up, didn't they? And they cut his hand off, and
Yeah.
give him a hook.
gutted him and stuck all the bees on him and all that business.
Yeah. But why the hook?
Dunno.
Yeah, I don't know why he put a hook on. Actually, I don't know.
Yeah. They knew what he did last summer, man.
Yeah,
Right.
are they remaking that? They are, aren't they?
Yeah, they are. Yes, that'll be
Are they really?
number one on this list, man. I know
I know what you did last summer remake.
Yeah.
There you go. Number 49 is Carrie. Seems quite low
Good
as well.
movie.
Yeah, it seemed quite low. I mean, I like Carrie. I've got a soft spot for it, and that for sure the ending's awesome. But it's not
scary. Yeah.
I don't think it's amazing. Like, but I like it. Again, I can't remember what I was watching, but someone was talking about Carrie, and they were saying that I think it was a Shudder bloody countdown, and they were saying that they prefer the book, and in the book, when Carrie goes Roman, when she goes mental at the end, she doesn't just kill all the high school and the dance and that, she goes around the town and just fucking kills the entire town. Like, it's like,
yeah, I read the book when I was a kid.
Yeah,
I read all of Stephen King's books when I was a kid. I think most of them. Carrie was dead thin. It was dead easy to read.
Right.
Not like Tommy Knockers. Tommy Knockers was like this.
I remember. I remember it.
Now.
I remember it is fucking massive as well.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Okay. So, are you happy with that then, being number 49?
Yeah, I can live with that. I mean, it's probably still too.
I think once you've been
low.
hammered with so many bad spots, it's like that one almost seems reasonable. Almost seems totally reasonable compared to Jaws and all the other ones, Exorcist and all the other ones. Michael Myers do like Candyman a lot, but yeah, it's no Exorcist. I like Candyman 2 more, so then I did originally. I think nowadays, I remember watching all three after they came out, but I've got no recollection of 2 and 3 at all.
No, me.
Michael Myers in The
Didn't get one
Legend,
either.
the villagers chop his hand off. Okay, yeah.
Oh, right.
I've never liked Carrie that much. Just a bit sad and depressing. Right. So you see what's next?
Okay.
Yep.
Number 48, we have The Fly.
Ooh.
Very low.
Fucking hell. Yeah, very low. I expected that to be.
Much higher. Yeah.
I was watching
Yeah.
that the other day.
It's not a movie you can watch very often. I got to
Yeah,
say, The
once.
Fly. There's too many bits that are a bit just ucky, and
Yeah.
but the amazing bits are amazing. Right. Yeah. That feels pretty down low, doesn't it?
Yeah, definitely.
I mean, you would expect it to be in the high 20s, at
20s.
least at the very least.
Yeah, definitely.
Right. Number 47 is Let the Right One In. Blimey.
Okay. I rate this movie big time. It's a good movie.
Yeah.
I've never seen it,
brilliant.
guys. I've never actually seen it. I've never seen it. Never seen the remake.
You've never seen it?
Nah,
You've never seen this?
What?
all the
Vassy,
remake.
Vassy, you need to see this, man. You need to see this. It's a genuinely good horror film, and it's
It
a
is.
genuinely good movie. You know what I mean? Just yeah, it's yeah. There's
Is she a vampire? Is she? Is she a vampire?
yeah.
No spoilers.
Is
There's a
she
scene.
got,
No, might be.
No, oh yeah, exactly. No spoiler. I mean, just go in with a total open mind. If you don't know much about it, that's the best way to watch this movie, man. It really is, and just honestly, you'll have a good time with it. But watch the original.
Yeah.
You know, the remake is okay. It's okay. It's not a bad film, but you have to watch the original.
It's exactly the same.
So
I've got one of them on DVD. Yeah, I don't even know
It-
which one
it-
I've got on DVD.
It is.
But I've never seen it.
But the remake's called Let Me In. So if you've got the one called Let the Right One In, you've got the right one. Yeah.
I'll have to check. I was getting confused anyway. Right. So 47 is Let the Right One. Let me just quickly check the commentees.
Yeah, the ending was brilliant, wasn't it? Let the right one in.
Does it look like Gina Davis
absolutely.
in the screenshot? Oh, does it not?
Yeah, I noticed that. And she's only got 3 fingers in each hand. What's going on there?
That's a strange, like, it doesn't really represent the film that well, does it, really?
No.
Yeah, Gina Davis only has fucking 6 fingers.
And now that I don't know, that doesn't make me want to watch the movie, that screenshot there.
No.
Well,
Right. Number 46 is Night of the Demon, 1957, which I have seen. I saw this at the pictures, guys.
what?
And
Really?
I'm a big fan of this movie.
In
Yeah,
96?
Vassy, how old are you, Vass?
You know
I thought
what?
you were
You know
our
what
age.
it was? You know, it's funny. I was at uni and I used to
How
go
couldn't you get the
to cinema
Gremlins?
on my own any chance I got. And then this movie was showing as part of a film class. And I mean, I wasn't on that film class or anything, but I went there and Ramsey Campbell, the author, was there as well. And he did the introduction to it. And yeah, and he said there's 2 versions of it. And there's the longer version, there's the English version, American version. And the English version's better because it's like uncut. But it's a good movie. It's got genuine like jump scares in the movie, and the creature at the end is like for 1959 or whatever it is, pretty darn good. If you happen to see it, guys, I'll give it a whack because it's a. I mean, I went to the cinema to see it, and at the end of it, I was happy to see that movie at the cinema. So I mean, a lot of movies I've seen at the cinema and went, what a waste of time. But
Yeah,
this
me
one,
too.
it was good. It was good.
I know you have.
Michael Myers says prefer the video Nasty Night of the Demon. Has a scene where a Sasquatch pulls a biker's junk off. I've not seen that one.
No.
Have you seen the other Night of the Demon, the video Nasty? Right.
I've seen Night of the Demon.
Oh, yeah, Night of the Demons, yeah.
Yeah, Night of the Demon.
Number 45 is Brain Dead.
Brain Dead?
Okay. Yeah,
I love that film.
I like Brain Dead. I like Brain Dead. It's
yeah, I like Brain
it's
Dead
quite.
too.
It's the
Is that
fucking
the I
custard.
kick ass for the Lord? Is that the I kick ass for the Lord?
That's it, yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. With the lawnmower. Oh, no.
Yeah. No, I mean
That's
it's quality. I mean, it's good stuff. I mean, it's probably a wee bit too low again. This list is a strange list, Vass. I have to say, it's a strange list. It's kind of blowing
Yeah.
my mind a little bit.
Yeah.
Strange one.
I kick ass with the Lord. Okay,
Like I said, I thought it was probably a good idea. We went into it blind because, like,
Yeah,
you
definitely.
get like a genuine reaction because some of the decisions they've made, like the stuff where they placed it, is just mental, absolutely mental.
Yeah.
So 45, you've got Peter Jackson's Brain Dead, and at 44 we have Cure from 1997, which is a J horror, and
Yeah.
I've got
Is
no
it?
idea if I've seen the movie. I might well have. I've got no memory of it.
No.
I saw so many when they came out. When J horror was the thing, I would watch anything I could get my hands on, and I don't remember that one. Might have seen it, might not have seen it. No idea.
I've seen Cure. I've got Cure. It's a good film. It's a seminal film, though. You know, it's a thinking man's film. It's surreal. It's a slow burn and everything like that. But it does pack a few little punches. But and, you know, little being the operative words. It's a subtle horror film. This movie. And you know, it's not better than Jaws. It's not. It's not.
Right. Oh God, what the hell is that? Number 43 is Arabeto, directed by
Arabeto.
Ivan Zulueta, 1979. Never heard of that.
Nah, I've never heard of
hell's
that. mate.
No idea. No idea.
Scary little doll, though. Fair play.
No.
Fair play. But
You think if the movie was like so much better than The Exorcist and so much better than Jaws, you would know about it? Don't you feel
Yeah.
like that? I mean, some
Yeah.
of them, like Quaidan, you know, you've heard people raving about it. So you like might well be an awesome film, might well be. I've not seen it, but it might be great. But there's some movies on here that, like, it's only 1979. It's not like 60 million years ago. It's not like the black and white movie, and like
Yeah.
I've never even heard of it. So obviously I've never heard anybody talk about it, and I've not seen it on any other lists. And not, it's just like comes out of nowhere.
Yeah.
So you think we would know about it if it was that good?
Yeah, I think we're going to see a lot more art films popping up in this list now.
Number 42 is Rosemary's Baby.
That's just come
okay.
on Paramount, isn't it? Just come on Paramount Plus, that.
No, that's Apartment 7A. Apartment
What?
7A. Apartment 7A. That's the prequel. I started watching
Weird,
it.
isn't it?
It was good.
Is it a
Oh.
TV series?
No, it's a movie.
Oh, okay.
It's a movie. It was good. I've got about 20. It's before Rosemary, I believe. Yeah, but I mean, Rosemary Baby is a great film. Like, and I think it is also on Paramount Plus or on demand. But yeah, it's a great film. A movie that I only watched probably a few years back for the first time, and it kind of blew me away. I went and bought it straight away on Blu-ray straight afterwards. But
Oh yeah, I've seen it. Yeah, lots of times.
Yeah.
yeah,
Oh, yeah, I thought. I think it's a good film, but I was never blown away by it. Like,
Isn't it
and
on a
even like
very
the
long time?
dialogues weren't that good, and she was like, "This is not real. This is not a dream. This is really happening." I'm like, "Who would say
no,
this
don't do that. Yeah,
Exactly.
there's a bit of that going
This is
on.
not a dream.
Bradley's
This
in
is
it.
really
Doug
happening."
Bradley's not in
Yeah.
Okay,
fucking
thanks for letting us
bit.
know. Anyway, yeah, I don't feel like don't feel bad. That's at number 42. I'm perfectly happy with that.
Yeah, that's fair enough.
At number 41 is The Innocents, which
Another
I
black
think is
and
that's fine. It's a good film, The Innocents. I have actually seen that movie.
white.
It's
I've seen it.
yeah, it's a good movie. It's Turn of the Screw, isn't it? Which has been made 50 million times, but this one is like the best version of it. And
Right.
yeah, it's a good film. Good position as well. The Haunting's better, but this is they have similarities in my opinion. But The Haunting's better. Number 40 is Nosferatu.
That was 1922. There you go. I thought it was,
Yeah.
oh, it was earlier than 22.
Yeah,
Wow.
I mean, I can't knock that being number 40. I mean, it's a very, very influential movie. I've never seen it, but like, it probably deserves to be in the list. So wherever it is, I'm fine with it.
To be fair, by the way this list has been going, I would have expected it to be in their top 10. But
Yeah.
I really can't. I can't put myself in the psyche of whoever's compiled this list because it's all over the fucking
There's
place.
no
Because
rhyme,
you
no
think
reason. No rhyme or reason.
Nah.
I don't
Yeah.
even know who Indiewire are. Who are Indiewire?
They're like
They're
they've been
an
going for
internet-
years. Yeah, like an internet magazine thing about independent movies. They've been going
is
for
it?
years and years.
Oh, so it's just a
They've changed the
movie.
logo
It's
like
a-
5 times. Number 39 is Ingmar Bergman's Hour of the Wolf, which I have never heard of.
Yeah.
I've heard the director, but no, that's it.
I'm not. Yeah. No,
Don't
can't
know.
tell you
Is
anything
even a
about
horror
that. Good
movie?
photo though. Looks scary.
At number 38 is Psycho.
Oh.
I'm
Yeah.
fine with that being there. That's all
Okay.
right. I mean, if this was
Yeah.
a regular list and there'd been all the regular movies between 75 and that came up to 38, I'd be like, yeah, cool. I'd put Psycho 2
fair
higher
enough.
than 38. Like Psycho 2 is better than Psycho, like, in my opinion. That should
You
be
didn't say that, well, did you?
that would be on my list.
What happens
You
to
must like
Psycho?
Psycho
No,
2,
I can't even remember
Psycho
Psycho.
2's Get it watched, man. Psycho 2 is amazing.
Jennifer Tilly's in it.
Oh,
She's always
really?
good value. Yeah, she's always
I
good
thought she
value.
just plays poker now. She just plays poker, doesn't she? She doesn't even.
But no, it's not Jennifer Tilly. It's who's it's the
Meg
other one.
Tilly. Meg Tilly.
Meg Tilly. Yeah, Meg
Yeah.
Tilly.
Number
Freaks.
37 is Todd Browning's The Freaks.
That's always on the list.
Never
isn't
seen it. Never had any
I don't
never
Nah,
wanted
it's not
to
my
see it,
bag,
to be
like
honest.
not my bag.
Yeah, I've never like seen it come up somewhere and go, I would like to watch that movie. It's just something about it just puts me off.
Yeah, it looks weird.
Yeah.
All the carnies.
Yeah.
Dave Booty says The House of Wax, 1953, is easily my top 5 movies ever too. Never seen the original. Michael Myers prefers Psycho 2 and 3. Me too, mate. Well, definitely Psycho 2. Psycho 3 is fun though. Yeah, Meg Tilly, it's the one. Right, next is 36, and that is Nosferatu by Werner Herzog, 1979. Don't know, man.
Huh? Nope.
I know there was a
No, I've not
remake,
seen
and I've not seen it. Don't know anything about it.
I have to say
Kinski
about
is Nosferatu.
I'm
isn't it?
rubbish. Yeah,
That's right. Looks like him.
It's strange. It's
Yeah.
actually higher than the original Nosferatu.
Yeah.
It's quite strange. Number 35 is The Others. Alejandro
Oh,
Amenabar, Nicole Kidman.
I've got to say, I rate the others. And it's a fucking scary film. Like the sound design on that fucking movie is stunning. Like there's one shock in it where I think it's the part where there's you've seen where they're in a room. There's loads of mannequins with covered on it, but it's just this sound that comes out of nowhere. It's dead quiet, and then all of a sudden it goes, "Rrr!" And you shit yourself. I've seen that movie so many times, and it gets me every fucking time. That scene, like, yeah,
I don't think I've seen
I
it
rate
since
the
the early 2000s.
I'm thinking of Scary Movie. Did Scary Movie do a bit of The Others in the Scary Movie?
They did it with Michael Jackson, wasn't it? It was Michael Jackson. They did. But no, I read the others, and when you find out what's actually happened at the end of the movie, it's fucking tragic. Like it's fucking horrific. Like it's a great movie. Like I like you. Yeah, this one kicks ass for me. Like, but at 35, it's about right.
About right, yeah. Awesome.
Yeah.
At 34, we have The Beyond, Lucio Fulci. I love The Beyond. It's my favorite Lucio Fulci movie, this one. The Beyond is cool, man. I'm pretty happy with that.
It's been ages since I've seen that.
Beyond's excellent,
and then it was on a dodgy VHS where I couldn't really tell what was going on.
You got your tracking on and that.
Yeah. Tracking.
It was
Dave
like,
Busey says, thanks.
why did they have that on VHS players? The tracking function. It was like,
No, no.
okay, we're gonna play your movie. The picture might be shit, but don't worry. Just to keep you on your toes, we've got this button here where you can make it unshit and just fuck about with it and all that. Like, sort the tracking out, tracking. It's like whoever was near the VHS player and that, tracking. And your father or you would have to run to the VHS player, and everyone like, is it all right? Is it all right? Is it all right? Yeah. Oh no, you had it there. What the fuck, man? You know what I mean?
Tracking.
Fucking tracking. Nah.
I haven't heard that for years.
I remember some film you had to literally through the whole film you had to keep adjusting the tracking like through the whole film. I hate when you had movies like that.
It's fucking stupid, man.
Dave Busey, thanks to Projectionist friends, I got to see Psycho 2 twice for free in the theaters. Lucky man.
Shit.
Michael Myers, Kinski was scary enough when he wasn't playing a vampire. Yeah, man's crackers, isn't he? He was crackers.
Can I just say, right, Dave Busey, I think probably has contributed to, the downfall of movies by never paying to go and see any fucking movie or anything like that, man. It's people like you, Dave, that have forced their streaming in the limelight. Pay for your fucking movies, man. We might come on, man. I'm joking, of course, Dave. I'm joking.
Sorry,
I
know one thing about the others. It's not better than Jaws.
Packers are getting beat.
What's getting beat?
What's that?
Getting beat.
In what?
Right.
What's that mean?
Oh, just Sunday night fast. It's American football. Dave Busey. Ask Dave Busey what team he supports.
What team is that? The Packers.
Yeah, Green Bay.
Oh, American football.
Yeah.
Oh, right. Oh, Green Bay Packers.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
These heads.
I've never seen an American football game my whole life.
I don't know. Oh, you love it. I've been watching it for years. I still haven't got a clue what's going on.
Seriously. Wow.
It's a bit stop-start, isn't it? It's a bit stop-start. Like I think I saw some statistic for however long it goes on. There's like an hour and a half or whatever. There's like 7 minutes of actual play in the entire game. Like,
I think the 2 minutes I watched in Last Boy Scout that's enough. I don't need any more American football than what's in that.
There's been a few good American football movies, though, hasn't there, over the years?
Yeah, totally.
But yeah,
same with baseball. Like, I'm not a fan of baseball, but there's a few good baseball movies out there.
That goes on for ages. Baseball. It goes on for days, doesn't it?
If you build it,
like
yeah.
No, cricket's awesome. Don't say a bad word about cricket.
Cricket sucks, man. 2020's all right. 2020's all right.
Cricket's awesome, man.
Cricket's terrible.
The others.
I was saying every year when there's no football on, cricket happens. That's basically how I know cricket. Like, I'm like, oh, cricket, it's that sport that happens when there's no football on.
It could be worse. It could be snooker. Snooker is like the most boringest thing ever in the whole world.
That's true.
Snooker and darts. Fucking hell, man.
Darts.
On the TV, I thought my life is.
Gotta love darts.
Well, to be fair, I think darts works on two levels, right? At home, watching it, I'm not a fan, but I really would like to be in that audience where they're all getting shit faced, going, "Hey, 180!" That looks a good time. Like, I'd really like to go to the darts, like for sure.
And we got that young one, haven't we? That Luke Littler. He's 10 years old or something. He's getting underneath. He's unbelievable.
Yeah, totally.
I have no idea what he's saying. Michael Myers, The Beyond is bloody awesome. Surprised it's on here. Yeah, that one came out of nowhere. Michael Myers, in the event of picture interference, adjust your tracking and it will do fuck all.
Pretty much.
Michael Myers, as if any of us would turn down free cinema tickets. This is true.
That's true.
My ratio of paying to not paying is probably indeed askew. Yeah, just a bit. A smidge. Overall, I've seen more in theaters for free in all of the 80s. Yeah, with minor exceptions. Michael Myers, has there ever been a cricket movie? There's been a couple of Bollywood ones.
I don't think there has.
Not that I know of.
A cricket movie. Shaun had a cricket bat, didn't he? In Shaun of the Dead.
Yeah, he did. Right, where did we get to? 34 The Beyond. Great movie. I'm quite happy with it being there. Number 33 is Hellraiser.
Ah, Doug. There he is.
Nice.
Good old Dougie.
I prefer seeing Hellraiser 2 there, but that's fine. I'm absolutely happy with that.
Yeah, Hellraiser 2 is better.
Yeah,
it is better.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, I can live with it there as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Number 32, we have Under the Skin, Jonathan Glazer. Is that the one with Scarlett Johansson in it?
Yeah, I have to say, I rate this movie. Like, it's definitely a horror movie. It's definitely a horror movie. I watched it, but get it watched, man. It's fucking. It's got some truly horrific shit in there. Like, but it's darkly scary. Like,
have you seen
I really rate it.
I don't know. It looks familiar. I'm just putting Internet Movie Database on it. Just going to type it in.
Scarlett Johansson gets naked a lot in this movie. Like, I have to say, she could.
I would have known that.
She definitely gets naked a lot in this movie. But more than that, it's it's about her cruising the streets of Glasgow. She's an alien wearing alien skin, and she's just abducting men to kill them. And the brilliant thing about this movie is she's acting, but nobody else is acting. So she's stopping randoms off the street in Glasgow, trying to get them into the van. And Scarlett Johansson trying to tap them up and get them into the van. And then none the wiser that it's Scarlett Johansson that they're in a movie or nothing. It's fucking great. Like, it's really getting them
successful with every single person that she does it to. I can imagine.
With the guys, the kind of the eating out the palm of a hand, and she's got this kind of posh English accent as well. And then she takes them back to their apartment, where as soon as they walk in to the apartment, they kind of sink into this kind of black lava pit thing. It doesn't sound scary, but it really is scary. And the story basically is the longer she spends in the skin, the more human she starts to become, and she starts to feel emotion and feel empathy for the people that she's killing, essentially. And she decides to break away from her mission, essentially, and then other aliens come after her. And like the ending is so fucking traumatic, it's unbelievable. Like, and I'll just say that without any spoilers, that the real monster in this movie, one of the biggest monsters in this movie is humans. It's a fucking great film. It's a really good film. You need to check this out if you haven't seen it.
It gets good reviews and a 6.3. So there you go.
Yeah.
It doesn't sound like my cup of tea. Doesn't sound like my cup of tea, but I might check.
It's good, honestly. You'll check it out. It's a slow burn, but it's great.
Yeah. Dave Bucci says, I was on a darts team out of a bar named the Teal Square Pub. There were 8th place then. I joined off the reserves, and then we came in 10th.
Well done.
Well done, man. Well done.
Star player. Michael Myers, Hellraiser is suited, but yeah, Hellbound probably a notch above. Agreed. Dave Bucci, I was playing with, they were called Golden Circle players. The types that little bang in with 301 by going in double corker and out the same way type players. I don't
cricket
the words there. I gave Under the Skin 7 out of 5, 7.5 out of a Boosty 10. I didn't like the ending much. Boosty likes Under the Skin.
Yeah. I'm gonna watch it.
Number 31 is Cat People by Jacques Vernier.
Oh way.
And I have seen that in the past, and I thought it was fine. I thought it was all right. But 31 seems a bit high. At number 30, we have Audition.
Yay!
Yeah.
Oh, Mike.
I like
Audition.
Yeah, Audition. Good.
Yeah, good movie. I've only ever seen it once. I've never thought to watch it again.
You don't really have to, don't you know?
Yeah, true.
Once
I've
is
watched it a
enough.
few.
It's like it's absolutely fine. But yeah, good movie. Good movie. The first half is so slow though, man, dude. Fuck, it's so
Yeah.
slow.
It is. Yeah. It's like a romantic comedy, the first half, and
It
then it
is.
just turns into a deeply dark.
Oh wow, that's a surprise there. 29 is Near Dark.
It's fucking.
Much
Fred-
better.
we just
vampire
watched
movies
a
than
movie
that,
with
man.
it.
But yeah, Near Dark's really good.
Yeah.
What
It's
did
no
we
Fright
watch the-
Night, but it's really good.
we watched the other week with
It's
him?
no
innit?
Lost Boys, but it's really good. It came out the same year as Lost Boys, Near Dark. I didn't know that.
Who else is in Near Dark?
Bill Paxton.
Bill Paxton, yeah, that's what I was thinking of.
Yeah.
Vasquez is in it as well.
Fuck off! No, she's not.
Vasquez is in it. Yeah.
Oh, so, everyone from Aliens are just a vampire.
Pretty much everyone from Aliens out. You know, did a vampire movie.
Jesus.
Yeah, are we happy with that? 20 to 29. It wouldn't be in my top 75, like I've got to say, but I'm fine with it. No worries.
Yeah,
I know
I'm
a lot
fine
of
with
people love this movie. I like
Yeah.
traditional vampire movies, I've got to say.
Loads better than Jaws.
Yeah.
Number 28 is The Wicker Man. I'm not a fan of The Wicker Man. It's okay. I don't mind it. I watch
A lot
it
of
and I go,
people
yeah,
love that.
all right. But I'm
Yeah,
not
a lot of people
I'm not
rate
a
it,
huge
like-
fan. Yeah, absolutely. But fair play. I mean, it is a very, very popular film.
Yep.
But it's not my cup of tea. Yeah. I mean, the last 10, 15 minutes is pretty awesome. Like, number 27 is Ganja and Hess. And what the hell is that?
Oh, what's that?
A masterpiece left unappreciated for far too long.
I know of it, but I haven't seen it.
Hey guys, I've seen a brilliant film called Jaws. Well, have you seen Ganja and Hess?
Yeah, I got it.
What?
I don't even know what that is, dude. I don't have no idea. But
He's
apparently
turned
they love
into a
it.
vampire after a stab wound from an ancient African dagger.
Oh,
It says there.
Number 26 is Bride of Frankenstein. Fine. All right then.
Yeah.
35. 1939.
Anyone got anything to say about Bride of Frankenstein? I've never seen it, mate.
I've not seen it. But
It's alive. That's all I know from that movie is it's alive. I think that's from Bride of Frankenstein, not Frankenstein. But
no, that's from Weird Science.
it's true.
all right, dude. Sorry.
Right there. I was right.
Honestly, right. Number 25 is Raw, and that's only from 2016.
Yeah.
I don't like cannibal movies, so I've never watched this one. Anybody seen it?
I've not seen this, man. No, I've not seen this. Did you know there was quite a few movies that had come out about the same time, mate? There was Raw. There was one. You know what I mean? There was one called.
He sold the flesh, didn't he? Sold it.
Yeah.
That was good. That one. I like that one.
Yeah, there was a few kind of body horror movies that came out about the same time. I'm just trying to think of the fucking names of them right enough. There was one where I can't remember where a chick was eating things as well. I think that was maybe a little bit more recently, like eating sharp objects. That was her thing. That's what the whole movie was kind of about.
Yeah, you're right. They all came out at sort of the same time, didn't they? I remember watching like a few. Yeah.
It was. I think I watched a movie called Proxy, which was disturbing as hell. And there was one called Contracted, which I watched as well, and that was pretty fucked up. And it was about the same time as Raw. And after Proxy and Contracted, I stayed away from Raw because I was just that bummed out by these movies. Like, but I hear it's good.
Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't appeal to me whatsoever. But yeah.
Well, that Low Lives, they were. Oh, no spoilers. That Low Lives was good, wasn't it?
Oh, did you finally watch it? Oh, nice one, mate. It's a good film, man.
Not about cannibals or anything like that.
It's a good film, Bass. You need to watch it. Like, there's a lot of twisty turns in that movie. Like, it's good.
All right, I'll check it out.
Yeah, Low Lives.
Don't know why they have such a shitty title for the movie though. Right, Dave Boosty. I got to see the remakes of Cat People and The Thing '82 back then in Medford, Massachusetts, driving. Thanks to my dad and projectionist friend too. Dutch Film Buff is in. Hey guys, I love The Wicker Man. I knew you did. I already knew you did, dude. I already knew you loved The Wicker Man. Pretty good list, this.
Rewind, Dutch. Go rewind.
Good movies on it. It's just the list is all over the place. Exactly. That's our only issue.
Dutch. Jaws is at number 69 out of 75. The Exorcist is 51.
I would put Bride of Frankenstein top 10. Dave Busey's a fan. It's Alive is from Frankenstein 1. Okay. It's from Frankenstein 1.
Oh, the original film.
Prefer Delirious to Raw. I
don't know.
Nice.
I prefer Raw. Which is the one with the G.I. Joe up his ass? Is that Raw?
Delirious. That's Delirious.
I think
I prefer Delirious.
This film book, I love Raw, but I hated Titan. I never watched either. The movie she did.
I watched Titan. I watched Titan. I didn't like that.
Titan. Don't like it.
I didn't like it, man. I didn't like it. It was just no one to root for. No, a movie with no one to root for whatsoever. So, what the fuck?
Yeah, I reckon if I was a film buff, I would like a lot of these movies a lot more, and probably would have seen a lot more. But I'm not a film buff. I like movies. I like having a thrill, like an exhilarating movie, especially a horror movie. I'm all in, but like I wouldn't even cast myself as a film buff.
Yeah, me too.
I've seen 72 out of 75, so I'm a real horror buff.
Oh my god!
You put me to shame, mate. Absolutely put me to shame.
That.
That's amazing, isn't it?
We've just seen Jaws.
I haven't even
seen Jaws, man.
Yeah.
We've seen Jaws in American Werewolf in London. That's it.
Let's have a look. So 25 was Raw. 24 was Vampire. Carl Theodor Dreyer, 1932.
No, never heard
it. Number 23 is The Haunting. There you go. Good placing. Awesome film.
You have to put the thing.
Oh shit! Oh, dude, why didn't you tell me on the last one? All right, okay. The last one was Vampire. You saw that, didn't you?
Yeah,
never heard of that movie. Nice screenshot, but never heard of the movie. And 23 was The Haunting, Robert Wise.
Yeah,
which is a fantastic film.
Good film. Henry.
22 is Henry Potter of a Serial Killer.
That's Henry.
Okay.
What's he doing? Popping up.
I like that. I like that.
When was the last time you watched that movie, guys? I've not watched that movie. It must be 30 years since I've seen that movie.
Yeah, it's
like
so
so
me.
Couple of years ago.
Does it still hold up?
I've got it. It does still hold up. It's probably a little bit more kind of effective now, to be fair. There's a lot of the stuff that's kind of rings true to what we see probably on the TV all the time type of thing, especially where they use the camcorder to murder the family type of thing and they're rewatching it back.
Yeah, they do, don't they? Yeah.
It still packs a punch, definitely. And he's fantastic in it. Say again?
Who's the actor?
Say again. I'm trying to think of his name. What's his name?
Dude.
What is his fucking name? The guy off Walking Dead and Slither. What's his name? We know his name.
Michael Rooker.
Michael Rooker. Exactly. Michael Rooker. Yeah, he's great in it. Like, I don't think he's ever been as good as he was in this movie.
That never got banned, that movie, did it? When it first came out, it wasn't like banned. Right? Didn't get released. Do you remember when music got banned?
It was heavily censored. It was heavily cut. It was heavily cut. I know that. It took a while for us to get the uncut version of Henry.
Yeah.
But I don't think it got banned.
Yeah, it was always on the list.
Yeah.
It was always on those lists, always like all that, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Michael Myers says Henry's rough, but really good. There's another good one called Confessions of a Serial Killer, which Henry kind of overshadowed.
Okay.
Michael Rooker, that's right. We're just trying to figure out how to make people a mod powers. Everyone in the comments is a mod. Must be from ages ago. Except Michael Myers. I want to make him a mod, but I don't know how to do it. Can't remember how to do it.
It's all right. I've just upgraded to iOS 18 and my phone's knackered. I can't even get emails anymore.
Really?
Yeah, don't upgrade.
I'm
I thought
on.
it does it automatically, isn't it?
You can get different. Well, you can't get different emojis. You can make your letters dance about and stuff like that when you type in an iMessage, and that's about it. But you know, I don't
Michael
get.
Myers says Henry wasn't banned, but it was cut down quite a bit. I wonder if I've seen the uncut version because I watched it so long ago. I'm sure it was like just the normal version that was out.
If you watched it like 20, 30 years ago, you would have watched the cut version. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I think the uncut version probably only came out for either late DVD or Blu-ray.
Okay.
It used to always be on
probably late DVD.
with all the cannibal Holocaust and Last House on the Left and zombie flesh eaters and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Back in the day. Probably all PG
At
now.
number 21, we have Tetsuo Iron Man. I thought it was Tetsuo Body Hammer. Is that the Tetsuo 2 Body Hammer?
That's Tetsuo 2.
Oh, okay. I think I've seen the second one. I've not seen the first one.
Beer just exploded.
Is it in black and white?
Yeah, I've got this on Blu-ray, man. A friend of mine, Stu, hi Stu, bought me this, and apparently it's very good. But I've never actually watched it. I've never had it out its wrapper. I've never been in the mood to watch a kind of, from what I gather, it's kind of a punk rock body horror in black and white. I mean, I've seen some of the clips of it, and they seem fucking mental. Like I have to say, but it's maybe I need to be in that right frame of mind. 2 seconds.
Yeah.
Definitely. I feel like it looks like a Japanese version of a David Lynch film.
Yeah, I think I started watching the start of it, but yeah, no. For me.
Right, should we go on to number 20?
Yes.
Do it.
Number 20. Oh God, it's the host.
Peter, you like
Bong Joon-ho, the host.
I love the host. I love the host.
Yeah. I wouldn't have put it in my top 75. But...
Yeah, I'm not sure I would class it as a horror movie, or that it's better than Jaws, right enough. Although Jaws did influence this movie, right enough.
Mm-hmm.
But
obviously, yeah.
But it's a good movie, I have to say. It's good to see it on any list, but monster movie list, not horror movie.
Yeah.
It's not scary, like.
Dutch Film Buff said Tetsuo is pretty great. Great fucked up soundtrack. Guy transforming into metal. F's a girl with a great stuff.
Sounds good to me.
Sounds like something else.
Good.
Oh, I did it. I managed to get him into a... I got him modded. Nice one. I didn't even know how I did that, but there you go, mate. You're entirely welcome. I've always wanted to see Tetsuo. Looks really weird. Absolutely. Weird. Strange. The host, number 20.
Yeah.
I wasn't expecting to see that on the list, to be honest with you.
No.
With all the other movies on the list, that seems kind of random.
Yeah.
This whole list seems random.
You'll have to find out who did the list.
Yeah.
I think I would have preferred to see Train to Busan than this on the list.
Yeah,
if there was one green horror movie.
That's horror. That's horror. That's more of a horror than the horror.
Yeah.
Might be number one.
But the horse is very 19? High quality.
It's in.
Nice. It's a top 10 movie for sure.
Yeah, I was going to say the exact same thing. That would be my top 10. But they've done good there, considering all the other crap ones have done, like choices.
Exactly.
Yeah. 19. Nice. Okay.
And can you still see?
Am I
on?
Halloween. 18.
And 18 is John Carpenter's Halloween. Nice.
Okay.
Again, it would probably be in my top 10, but
Yeah.
I'm considering I'm happy with that it's in there. Even I wasn't even sure it was going to even get in there the way it was going. But yeah, that's nice.
Totally.
Nice to see that. You know,
Yeah.
I know we mentioned it at the beginning, but I've got a feeling, Jason Lives is not going to be on this list.
No, it's not.
And neither is
You
Event
know what?
Horizon. Is not going to be on the list. Event Horizon is not going to be on the list either.
The Evil Dead remake is definitely not going to be on this list, and definitely Season of the Witch ain't on this list.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
deserves to be.
That boat has sailed, dude. That boat has sailed.
God damn it.
Dutch Film Buff said Film Critic did the list, I guess. Yeah. It's looking that way, mate. Number 17 is I Walk with a Zombie. That must be like the third or fourth Jacques Tournier movie on the list.
Yes.
There you go. I Walk with a Zombie. Never seen it. Anybody
No.
seen it?
No.
Doesn't look that scary, I've got to say.
No.
What do you think? Terrifying?
Looks
Is that actually a zombie there? Is that supposed to be a zombie?
Looks that way.
Okay.
The nurse is scared.
Yeah, she seems pretty apprehensive right now.
Yeah, I wouldn't say scared. She looks a little bit nervous.
It's like, oh, it's a zombie. Oh, Henry, hold my hand.
Thank you, Henry.
I tell you what,
Is it a zombie though? Is it?
I tell you what, Liam Neeson's aged pretty well, hasn't he? He must be like a fucking 110 now.
Right, let's go on from that. So what was that? That was number 17. I Walk with a Zombie.
Oh God.
And number 16 is Deep Red. Wow.
There you go.
Boob shot there. Let's get past that. Wow. I can't believe Suspiria was so low and this one's so high. The difference can't be that big. But there you go. A bit of Jallo there. And number 15 is Funny Games, Michael Haneke. Don't know.
What?
Would you cast Funny Games as a horror film?
It's horror. It's horrific.
It is horrific. I know it is. Yeah, it totally is. But like,
terrific.
Is it horror?
It's an art house picture, man. It's a home invasion, but art house picture. You know what I mean? If you want for me, the pinnacle home invasion movie is probably Kidnapped, a Spanish movie called Kidnapped. You need to watch Kidnapped if you haven't seen it. It's fucking brilliant. It's, brilliant.
I haven't seen that Funny Games.
I've seen the original, but I think I skipped the remake. Did you watch the remake, Pete?
I did. It was exactly the same, mate. It was pretty much shot for shot.
Did they do the bit where they stopped the film and rewound the film and they did all that?
Yeah.
That messed me up when I watched this time and they did that.
Breaking the third wall and all that.
Yeah, I can't believe they did that in the movie. I was like, that's totally not fair. You can't do that in the movie. They're just about to get away and they go, wait a second, I'm going to stop the movie, rewind it, and they're not going to get away. And I'm like, no, we can't do that.
Oh, that sounds good.
Michael Myers, Jason Lives should be for sure. If it was a good list, it would have been.
It'll be number one, Michael. There's no doubt.
Michael Myers, Alien, The Thing, Shining, and maybe Texas Chainsaw Massacre. I'm guessing coming up. Yeah, I reckon those 3 or 4 for sure are going to be there.
So it might be in order then. Is that what we're trying to say? If Alien, The Thing, The Shining, and Texas Chainsaw Massacre are going to come up, then it might be in order.
Yeah.
Not just.
What's that? That's for I Walk with a Zombie. Great film by Tournier. Basically invented the voodoo zombie flick, like Zombie 2 and Serpent in the Rainbow. Funny Games is an art house invasion flick. Would never include that in a horror list. So I was thinking the same thing. It's disturbing as anything, but like disturbing and horror is not the same thing.
Yeah,
no.
Always. Has there been any Stephen King except for Carrie? No, there hasn't.
No,
Salem's Lot would be in my top 75. So I'll put Misery in there. Misery on there as well. And what else would I put on there?
Christine?
Nah, I wouldn't put Christine on there. I wouldn't.
Why?
In your top
I
75?
like it very much. There's lots I like about it, but overall, as a movie, I wouldn't put it in there.
Lassie, I bought you a poster. Just fucking lie and say it's in your top 75, right?
All right, top 25, top 10, man, top 10, top 10.
All right, that's it.
Right.
He's more of a Tommy Knockers fan, Peter. Tommy Knockers.
He's still reading it. Still reading it.
Still reading it from when he was...
This film buff, I can't stand Haneke. He's so full of himself.
Yeah.
Is he French? Or is he?
It's French, yeah. I can't remember the name of another movie that I've seen of his, and it's about a couple that are getting stalked, and there's really long camera shots right outside the apartment that they live in. And I remember going out and buying it. I hadn't seen it. I went out and bought it because I was sure by all the rave reviews that this was going to be the next horror film and that. And I watched and I was fucking bored shitless. Like, it was so pretentious, so up its own ass. It was unbelievable. Yeah, I can't remember the name of the movie. It was something like The Missing or something like that. Nuts.
Michael Myers says, I'm surprised Misery, a Freddy film, or Silence of the Lambs haven't been on unless they're coming. Silence of the Lambs might come on.
Silence of the Lambs will probably go up high, definitely.
Yeah. Videodrome should be on the list too, even though I don't agree much with this list. Might well be. Cashier Hidden, there you go, that's the movie.
Cashier, yeah, that's right. That's right.
With that videotape. Did it get sent like a videotape, did he? Oh, okay. That sounds like Lost Highway. Anyway, that was on 15 Funny Games, Michael Haneke. And at number 14, we have Eyes Without a Face. Should have got Dutch Film Buff to be our fourth guest. Because I'm sure he's seen this one as well. Along with the other 72 or 75. I'm sure we would have seen the 3 he hasn't, maybe. Eyes Without a Face, no idea,
haven't
mate.
seen it.
Haven't seen either. But it's number 14.
14.
And number 13 is Night of the Living Dead.
Oh, cool, man. Yeah. I can dig that.
So why is one of the Dead so low and this so high? I don't understand.
That's strange.
I mean, they're pretty equal. I've got to say they're pretty equal. The 3 Dead movies. They're like, there's not, quality wise, and how much I enjoy them, there's not that much difference between the 3.
No.
It's not like one of them's crap, one of them's amazing. Like, they're all really good. I don't understand why there'd be such a detachment from one to the other. I guess
Day of the Dead's been shown a hell of a lot of love. It's kind of been rediscovered. It feels like, I don't think there was a lot of love for it when it originally came out. It felt that way anyway. And these days, people you tend to see it quite high in people's lists. People rate it these days, which is nice.
Yeah, I like Day of the Dead.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, I like Day of the Dead. Well, yeah. Yeah, but the Dead movies, anyone you watch, it makes you want to watch the other ones as well. I mean, I remember, I think the first one I saw was Day of the Dead out of all 3. First one I saw on video was Day of the Dead, and it made me want to watch Dawn of the Dead, made me want to watch Night of the Living Dead. Because that one was,
I think it was Day of the Dead, the first one I saw as well. And then I think it was the 1990 remake of Night of the Living Dead. Then Dawn. Then I watched the original Night of the Living Dead, and I have to say I've got a soft spot for the original Night of the Living Dead. Like, I think it's great.
Yeah.
Dave Bucci said, I even read the novel of Videodrome too. Dutch Film Buff, this is really good film, Vass. You should give it a try. I think that was the one, Eyes Without a Face, I think.
Yeah,
you know me quite well, Dutch Film Buff. Will I like it? That's the question. Will it be my cup of tea? Day of the Dead is my fave, but I can't see it appearing now. Yeah, definitely not.
Be number 1.
Dracula 1931, despite the silly type to me ending.
Dave, we all know that Dracula 2001 was where it was at. That's all I'm saying. With Sick Boy from Trainspotting as the vampire killer. Can't go wrong.
At number 12 is Get Out.
Get Out.
On a regular list, on a normal list, if this whole list was quite normal and what was expected, I would probably expect it to be at the number 12. But
yeah, me too.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be in my top 75. I've got to say, if I did a top 75, this one would struggle to make it into that. But I like it very much.
It wouldn't be,
I'm
it wouldn't be
fine.
mine, but I do like it, and I see why people like it as well. So fair enough.
Yeah, I watched it again recently, and I couldn't. I was like, well, why do people like it so much? I don't know. It's a good film, but
Yeah.
At number 11, we have Alien.
Like-
At number 11,
better.
good one.
Okay, it's getting better. Yeah, fair enough. Fair enough.
Pete, do you
It's a good
prefer
photo as well.
Alien or Aliens? Elwood,
Aliens.
That's you too. What about you, Elwood? You must prefer Aliens as well.
Aliens, yeah, of course, yeah.
Yeah, I prefer Aliens as well. But Alien is, I mean, like really, really good.
Hey, great, yeah.
Well, Aliens is an action movie, really, isn't it? It's not
Yeah.
really.
I feel like Aliens is like it's got everything. It's everything, man. It's got action, sci-fi, horror. It's like everything's equal parts because there's like monsters, everything, man. It's like
Yeah.
Because
It's got monsters.
into it. There's so much packed into that movie.
I love
You what?
Vasquez. Got sexy Vasquez in
But, well, you know what they say. What I heard about that Vasquez, like, in real life, she's a wee bit dirty, Elwood, right? I heard that she mostly comes at night, mostly.
I wonder what's going there.
Classic.
What's the one that Gorman? Was it Gorman who says, "Hey Vasquez, you've been mistaken for a bloke"? Is that what line? Do that one.
Yeah.
Line.
I think that's Dietrich. Dietrich who says that. At the start, it was Dietrich. Oh, it's the other guy with the big one who says that.
Yeah.
Gorman. Gorman's the guy at the end who's like, "You always were an asshole," and then they have that tender moment where they hug the hand grenade and they go, look at each other and go like that, and then they blow up and you go, "Oh, I like those side characters. I didn't realize it until that moment, but I really like those side characters. Well done, James Cameron." Yeah, good film.
Let's have a look here.
Vasquez needs to be in more movies.
She does.
Dave Boosty says The Howling should be top 20, maybe.
What?
Maybe.
I do like The Howling, like, but
Yeah, I like that.
maybe not top 20 horror movies of all time, like, right now.
Yeah.
Dutch film, but very overrated in his humble opinion. Yeah, I mean, yeah. Overall, I mean, if you take the thing whole, there's lots of cool parts in The Howling, like lots of very good bits, but there's lots of bits that aren't so great. If I met who did this list, I would tell them to get out. Nice. Alien is awesome, but Alien is my fave. Mike Myers prefers Alien. I think Aliens came out at the perfect time. We were at the perfect age to watch it.
Yeah,
like,
me too.
Well,
I tell you what was so cool about Aliens, and that is everybody loves Aliens type of thing. I remember watching it with my dad, and my dad fucking thought it was awesome as well. And it wasn't often that me and my dad watched movies. We both agreed that it was fucking awesome, but Aliens was one of them. Like, it was cool.
Yeah, good.
It's funny, I watched it a couple of times, but about halfway through the movie, I realize I'm by myself watching it all of a sudden, and everyone just moves away. I don't know why. I'm like, it's Aliens. What are you not watching Aliens for?
Yeah.
You're not enjoying it, and they just go off do something else. I'm like,
Yeah.
fair enough.
So that's
your bag. Dave Boosty, where would we fit, say, The Hitcher in top 25, maybe?
Absolutely.
Top 50. I would say top 50. So many movies.
Top 25 for me, definitely. The Hitcher would get in. I love it. I love it.
No, I love it too. But thinking so
number
many
50 for me,
ones.
but the Sophia Bush remake, number 1. You know what I mean?
How can you argue with
that, when a girl's surname is Bush, you've got to take it very seriously. Like, to be fair, mate. She has to be number 1. To be fair.
Dave Boosty, I saw Walk with a Zombie. Bela Lugosi was maybe the best part of what I do remember of it. It was an okay zombie-ish movie. Yeah, they don't seem like your general zombies that you know these days. Michael Myers, Spunkmeyer, best character name ever.
There was a
Spunkmeyer.
there was a Spunkmeyer. Is that the one who said, Vasquez, have you ever been mistaken for a girl? No, have you?
No,
Yeah,
Spunkmeyer.
Because it was
Spunkmeyer.
who gave her a high five afterwards, wasn't it?
Yeah. I can't remember his name, but Spunkmeyer was the guy who gets the slime on his hand where he goes up into the ship. Yeah, do you remember when he goes up in the ship and he goes, "Hold on a second, there's something," and she goes, "Just get up here." That's Spunkmeyer.
And they all get killed. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, Spunkmeyer was right. If she'd had only listened to fucking Spunkmeyer, they'd both be alive because he was asking the right questions. Hold on a second. There seems to be some kind of alien slime down here. Considering that we're investigating aliens, we might want to check that shit out. Just get up here. Typical woman, man. Just get, I don't want to hear it. Just get up here. Okay, then. Okay. And that's it. They're fucking dead. You know what I mean? I'm just saying, there's a lesson to be learned there.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Dutch Film Buff says Bella isn't in it. No Bella Lugosi in that movie. That's another zombie flick. I meant Get Out was overrated. Oh, okay. Dave Bush, top of my head thought Bella was in it, unless I'm thinking of White Zombie movie instead. So many movies with zombie in the title.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, that one's got him in. Michael Myers, has the Changeling been on it? No Changeling. No. I don't know. Would the Changeling make my top 75? I'm not sure it would. I
think it'd make my top 75. Yeah.
But
it would make the top 75. It'd be up there. It'd be up there.
Yeah. It'd be in like special mentions.
Fast, you couldn't do a top 5. It would take you too long. It would destroy your life.
It would, like.
I would, yeah, because I wouldn't want to do anything like do it wrong. A movie that I love.
Exactly.
And then I was like saying, well, yeah, it'd be just.
I think
boggles the mind thinking how you would do that.
I think you should do it.
Yeah, me too. We'll see it. We'll see you in a couple of years' time, Vas, when you're ready to do the live stream.
Dave Booty, but both I do think were indeed voodoo related movies as well. Okay. Right, where do we get to? We were on 11. We've got 10 left to go. Alien, we discussed. We were happy with that, weren't we? Videodrome, there it is. Number 10.
There it is.
I feel like it's a little bit too high.
Too high.
I'm a big fan of Videodrome, but I feel like that's a bit too high.
Well, guys, I'm starting to realize that this list definitely is in order. It's not random, and it definitely is in order.
Why?
Well, because we're starting to get like the likes of Alien, Videodrome. We're starting to get like some more kind of seasoned horror movies. It seems to be more in order now. But I've just got to go back to Jaws. It's 68.
Well, what about Hereditary? That's 75.
And Exorcist.
Hereditary, you said, and Exorcist, of course, yeah. And American Werewolf.
American Werewolf London. American Werewolf, yeah.
Fucking hell. Okay.
Got Hereditary, Stone Cold Last. They just did that for
Stone Cold Last.
Did that piss.
Yeah.
They did that to the piss, didn't they?
Yep.
That's freaks in there. Why couldn't Hereditary where freaks were? I know we haven't seen it, but it's not going to be very good, is it?
I was happy where Hereditary was. I thought that was just absolutely fine. One of the ones they got right.
What, last?
Yeah. I mean, it's still 75th best. I mean, I wouldn't have it in my 75. Not in my top 100, I wouldn't have it.
Did you not get scared at Hereditary?
Still a good horror film. Just not.
It was scary. It was scary.
Yeah, it was scary in places.
I did too. Look, near the toilet.
Scarier than Shaun of the Dead.
No. It's not about scariest, is it? It's the best horror movies. Top horror movies.
Yeah, I think Hereditary needs to be a lot lower than that. The bit with the headless at the end.
Yeah.
Oh. Scary.
A lot of people like Hereditary. They like it less. Like the further it goes on, they like say it was really good until the last 20 minutes. But like the last 20 minutes was like the most enjoyable bit of it.
Yeah, that was the crazy bit.
I always thought. Yeah.
Yeah, that's my favorite.
Yeah, so Videodrome's at number 10. And, Videodrome is a super short film. I watched it the other day, and it was like about an hour and 20 minutes. Whiz
Is
through. It's like not that much story to it. But yeah, I do like Videodrome.
I remember watching it when I was a kid. I was always a bit confused by it.
Mm.
But it's David Cronenberg, isn't it? So
Mm.
what do you expect?
At number
Wait.
9 is the Blair
Oh.
Witch Project. That's far too high. That shouldn't be number 9.
That's my number 1.
How can that be number 9?
What, is that the Blair Witch Project?
Yeah,
But,
I'm not impressed with that.
check it out, guys. Look.
You know, like
Right. The dog overheard that Jaws was 68. She had to come up and go, "That's fucking shit, no way!" She's not happy. Well, there she is.
What?
Vass, are you
What the
sure
hell?
you don't want to come?
Please.
Are you sure you don't want to come? Where's the piece? There we go. Are you sure you don't want to come on our lovely weekend away?
Pete, that thing's a beast. Massive. She's going to stop growing now.
She's got about another couple of months really to grow, so she might grow a little bit more. She's she's lovely, man.
What?
She's lovely.
You know what she looks like to me, Pete?
What?
Cold-blooded killer.
She is. She is a cold-blooded killer, man. Right, okay, I'm gonna take you down now because you're dick. Okay, go on. Back his head. Blair Witch Project, that should be number 1.
That's what I
Hell
said.
no. Get the hell out of town.
That's number 1 right there. Best film.
That's one movie that has not held up very well in the past 25 years since it came out. Nah.
Oh,
That's my
obviously,
opinion.
you're Book of Shadows fan, but Blair Witch is better.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
I mean, between the two, I would definitely pick this one, but this one is super overrated. Let me quickly get some comments going.
Oh, sorry about that. Blair Witch Project number 9, though. That's pretty good, I have to say. That's pretty good for the Blair Witch Project.
Yeah, good for you guys.
Peter,
I think way too high.
Vass just said that he preferred Book of Shadows.
Did he?
I did not.
Yeah.
I didn't say that.
For a second there, I was like, what?
I just don't like it very much. It's all right, but Book of Shadows is trash. Dave Boosty, there's a movie I watched by accident at first on a retro movie cable channel called The Monster Maker, with old people being brain swapped with younger people, pre-Get Out movie storyline instead of race. Interesting.
Happens.
Do you know, it does happen when it's awful when that happens. I once watched this movie by mistake. It was called Jailhouse Cock. And I thought, this is no Elvis movie, man. This is definitely not Elvis movie, man. Yeah.
Michael Myers, we have to assume Jaws was some kind of typo. There's a few too many to call him a typo, I think.
No, typo.
2000 with Gerard Butler too was fun.
Gerald Butler.
Michael Myers, Blair Witch belongs nowhere on any list. Shocking. I agree.
Michael,
that's sacrilege, man. What? It changed the face of horror at the time. It was $100 million success off like a $38,000 budget, man. It was phenomenal.
Yeah, it's good for the time. It
gave would-be filmmakers, an idea of actually I can achieve this. I can do it. I can go out and make a movie, man. There need to be more movies like this.
You know what Blair Witch is missing, or make a good film? A witch. If there was actually a witch in it, then it would be a better movie. But it lacks the witch. So
Vassy, what's happened to you? What's happened to you, Vass?
I just call it
this movie, man.
If you look closely in 37 minutes and 40 seconds at the bushes in the background, right, you can see the little witch in the bushes.
The documentary is better than the movie, I thought. I enjoyed the documentary more.
Oh, the Curse of the Blair Witch was good, yeah. It was good.
I thought it was better than the movie. Right, let's get past Blair Witch, which is at number 9. And at number 8, we have The Shining.
Man.
It's is.
To be fair, it's quite. I mean, I like The Shining, but it is refreshing to see it not at number one on a horror list. It tends to be a shoe in at number one. Yeah.
But Halloween's a better movie, in my opinion. But there you go. The Shining's a fun movie. It's just Jack Nicholson's performance is a bit too comical in that movie. I don't know if it's because I've seen it so many times, but I find his performance quite comical.
No,
instead of being like scary.
He is scary.
If you say so.
You prefer the Stephen King version, don't you? You prefer the Stephen King version with fucking taupery animals at the end kicking about and that, don't you?
I never saw the miniseries.
For 8 hours, and it's a miniseries.
Mick Garris directed the miniseries. Why the hell would I watch the
miniseries? Don't you?
Mick Garris directed it. Any Mick Garris on this list? I don't think so.
Yeah, where's Sleepwalkers on this list, man? Where is it? Love that fucking movie.
The way this list is going, I wouldn't be surprised. I really would not be surprised if it was there. So number 8 is The Shining. And number 7 is what the hell? Trouble Every Day, Claire Dennis.
What's that?
I have no idea.
What's that?
I have no idea.
Don't know what it is.
Trouble Every Day.
I thought I said Claire Danes, and I thought, no, I would have seen it if it's got Claire Danes in it. You know what I mean?
The tree style eats a guy's face. That's what it said there.
I don't know what to say about this film because I've never even heard of it.
But the tree style tends to suggest that it's going to be French art house.
Bollocks, you mean?
Yep, get rid of that one.
Yeah.
Let's move on for that one.
Number 6.
And number 6 is not The Good House. It's the other house from 1977.
Oh, dear.
Household.
I haven't seen this, but everybody rates it. I have to say, so much so that I probably need to see it, to be fair, because everybody says it's a fucking good time. Like,
yeah, there's only one house in my book, but I'm sure it's all right.
Yeah, no, totally.
Yeah, that's not the house.
Dave Bucci said, my dad saw Alien 1 in theaters way back then. I got to see 2 and 3 and 4 I saw 4 at the pictures in movie theaters later on times. And oddly, I paid to see those 3, 2 in theaters. That must have hurt, Dave. It must have hurt.
It did. It must have hurt.
Dutch Film Buff says Blair Witch is much too high, and I agree. Me and Dutch Film Buff, we don't often agree, but I agree. Dutch Film Buff is difficult. It's a difficult art house film about vampirism and cannibalism and love. Yeah, sounds like a crowd pleaser to me. Like, if I ever heard one, that's like a crowd pleaser.
Yeah,
fair enough.
It's all about all-consuming love, Vass. Don't expect you to like it. Yeah, you know me too well. Running out of for Jason Lives. Come on, surprise me. Please surprise me. Or Event Horizon, I'll take either. Right, so number 6 was Hausu. Nobuhiko Obayashi, 1977. And number 5 is Texas Chainsaw Massacre. That slipped in the right position.
Friday the 13th, yes.
Yeah, I don't think you're going to see any Friday the 13th. Any Nightmare on Elm Street, no Charles, you're not going to get any franchise movies on this. Like,
no franchise.
Jaws is the only one you're going to get. And The Exorcist.
Scream was on. That was a franchise.
Wasn't it?
Texas Chainsaw Massacre, top 5. It should be. Yeah. I'm in agreement with that one.
Entirely the right position for it to be in. Right, let's go on. Number 4, almost at the end. And number 4 is bloody hell, The Cabinet of Dr. Caligari, 1920.
That's the oldest film we've had so far,
and it's the 4th best horror movie ever made, apparently.
I'm not seeing it.
Dutch Film Buff says Hausu is funny but not scary at all. Dave Busey says any of the Poltergeist movies count yet. Against Jaws might be my number one. I would definitely have the first Poltergeist in my top 20. Easy, yeah. Easy. Top.
Yeah, me too. Me too.
Yep.
And Fright Night would be my top 25.
Well,
I have to think hard. Yeah, man. Easy.
Elwood, I don't get why you don't like Fright Night, Elwood, man.
So House is more like a cheesy cult film. Michael Myers, don't think Freddy or Jason are going to make an appearance.
Oh, Freddy and Jason.
Yeah.
I know.
I feel like the only
Maybe
slasher
20.
movie we've had is Scream and Halloween. They're the only slasher movies we've had. And I don't even class Halloween as a slasher movie, I've got to say. But that's the only ones we've had.
Do you know? I'm quite surprised at going by this list because there's a lot of art house flicks in here. There's a lot of technically well-made movies here that you probably wouldn't put in a normal top 75. I think that's fair to say. I'm quite surprised that we haven't seen things like Salo or a Serbian film, Eraserhead, or even Martyrs, something like that. Because we've had a lot of French art house horror, but we've had no kind of French new wave horror, if that makes any sense. We've had nothing that really really leans into horror. Well, no, that's not true. We've had the Texas Chainsaw Massacre, but you know what I mean. The more kind of graphic stuff.
You know what? I feel like if they put the movies properly and put where in the place they should go, Exorcist and American Werewolf, when they slip these funny ones in, the ones that are more art house and older ones and ones we might not have heard of, we might want to go and check them out. But because it's all higgledy-piggledy, it's just like I have no intention of watching most of them because I'm too busy thinking, why the hell was Jaws 40 places back that way? And Exorcist, I'm not thinking about, this was number 4, Cabinet of Dr. Caligari. I might check that out because all the others have been so wrong. Then what makes me think that they've got this one right?
Yeah,
I mean, just done it properly and slipped
come on, guys.
in the right places.
In no universe is Get Out or Videodrome better than The Exorcist. In no universe, are they better than The Exorcist?
No,
it's nuts.
Videodrome.
Right, let's have a look at the top 3. Let's see what it is. Put me out of my misery.
Charles Play.
Let's go through the comments and I'll go through the top 3. Dave Busey saw it twice in theaters. Thanks to my dad, I saw Jaws twice. First weekend it ever opened. I'm not sure which movie he's talking about there. Texas Chainsaw Massacre, I'm guessing. Knew Caligari was going to appear. Yeah, you called it, mate. You called it. Michael Myers, West Pet Cemetery.
Yeah, Pet Cemetery.
That would definitely would not be in my top 75. Abbott and Costello Meet Frankenstein. I love that movie, but that is a horror comedy. Yeah. I mean, that's one movie that would definitely not go on a horror list, even though it's full of horror characters. But excellent movie. A very influential Caligari also inspired camera work of film noir. I'm sure it did. Not scary, but funny. Yeah, Abbott and Costello, yeah.
I tell you what, man, I was driving around Edinburgh at the weekend, and I think Caligari's also inspired pretty much all teenage boys and girls as well. Just purely going by this photo, man. The amount of kind of like emo-looking motherfuckers kicking around. I literally have to fucking drive past them like, what the fuck is that? What the fuck is that? Is that a fucking guy? Is it a girl? I haven't got a fucking clue. And I'm like, I'm old as shit. I don't even recognize anybody anymore. Are they human? I don't know. It's fucking nuts out there, man. It's a scary place.
Dutch Film Buff says, problem with this list is that it is a film critics list and not a real horror buff list. Yeah.
Correct.
Yeah. But surely a film critic would know. I mean, I don't know, even the harshest film critic, I can't see any film critic putting Jaws at number 64 or whatever it was. I mean, it doesn't. Nobody would do that. Or The Exorcist down at number 50 or whatever it is. No,
where's Wolf Creek? Where's Wolf Creek? I want my wisecracking Australian hunter. Where is he?
Where's he at?
I
He's
don't
Fun to
know.
mention House of Wax. I thought was spooky at least, and the something horror type mystery. Right, should we get these
Let's do it.
last three done? Michael Myers should have done all the art house stuff on a different list. Yeah, pretty much sums up around here too. Yeah, I like Book of Shadows despite its her moments. Got a fan?
Don't encourage him. Don't encourage
7
him.
out of 10.
Dave.
Book of Shadows, guys. 7 out of 10.
What? Dave, I'll have what you're smoking, Dave.
Book
Right,
of
here we
Shadows.
go. Top three. And number 3, we have Don't Look Now.
Okay.
Don't know.
Oh.
Yeah, I like Don't Look Now, but I wouldn't have it in my top 75. But
No.
it's a good
Well,
film. It is a good film.
a good film.
Is that
It's a
film?
good film. Yeah.
Yeah.
It wouldn't be one that jumped out in my
Yeah.
mind right enough for a top 75, but it's a good film.
So are we going to have a guess what's going to be number 2 and number 1 before they pop up? Because I'm saying
What hasn't been mentioned?
Bride
Trying
of
to think.
Chucky. Bride of
Nah,
Chucky.
don't
Or number
think
1.
so.
Yeah.
What the hell has
Bride
not
of
been
Chucky.
mentioned?
Should.
The
Thing.
Omen didn't even get in the
right.
top
The Thing.
75. Oh,
No,
the thing,
Thing.
yeah,
Ghoulies.
the thing's got to be in the top 3. Has to be.
I'm
Has to
going
be.
for
Mate.
Ghoulies.
Has to be.
Ghoulies
Oh,
are
top two. Got to be in there.
Ghoul-
Can't miss
no,
it.
Ghoulies 2. Ghoulies 2, man. And The Thing.
Ghoulies when they go to college.
Okay. Yeah. Absolutely. Jeepers Creepers and The Thing. There you go. Absolutely nailed on, man. Nailed on.
Go on then.
Right, let's have a look. Number 2, we have The Thing.
Oh, this is the thing.
Mhm. Number 2. I'll take it though. I'll take it.
Yeah. There's not many lists you see The Thing higher than Alien. It's normally very, very close. Alien, The Thing. And every time I see the Alien higher than The Thing, I'll go, nah, The Thing's got to be higher than Alien.
Yeah, I
There's a big
agree, man. I agree.
gap on this one. I think Alien was like 11, wasn't it?
Yeah,
And The Thing's number
Yeah.
2. So that makes you feel good.
Yeah.
I'm
that
happy
does.
about that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll take that one. I
So,
like that
so
one.
considering the list in totality, having The Thing at number 2 is like impressive, isn't it?
Yeah,
That it managed,
yeah,
despite the way they're rating these films, it's
Despite
still
the
got
crit-
yeah.
respect, man. Respect. Go on, John Carpenter.
What possibly could be number 1, man? Let's ponder. So the thing's out the way.
Bride of
Think
Chucky.
of you.
Yeah.
You
Before we
think
get
Friday-
number 1, I'll quickly go through these comments. Michael Myers, where's I bought a vampire motorcycle? Where is it? Dave Boosty says, as somebody mentioned before, my mum and me saw it together in theaters. I'm 54 nowadays. My mum's friend told her it's a crime thriller, so mum took me alone. I think you might be talking about Don't Look Now, maybe. Didn't like Don't Look Now. I think it's really overrated. Michael Myers says The Thing, and he guessed right. So what the hell's number 1? I can't think what might be number 1. Along and wanted to leave when Scatman Crothers, The Shining, returns into the story, and I'm convinced he had to stay. Watch the rest of it.
Do you know what I reckon number 1 is going to be, man? I reckon it's going to be Midsummer or The Witch.
No, they've already had Wickham Man.
True.
Dutch film
True.
buff. Don't Look Now is probably top 10 for me. Very scary for a kid. Michael Myers thinks Silence of the Lambs might be number 1.
Good show.
Dutch film buff says number 1 is going to amaze you guys. Haha. Oh god. Michael Myers says haven't had the Omen. We just had you said that yourself. Is number 1 going to be some pretentious shite?
Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
I think number 1 is awesome.
Okay.
Dutch film buff says. So you know,
It's going to be the Wizard of Oz.
Let's find out. Are you ready? Number 1
Yeah.
in Indiewire's 75 top horror movies of all time is Possession.
Huh?
Okay.
Fuck off. I watched this
I've never
movie
seen it.
recently.
I haven't
I've
seen
watched it, man. It sucks. Well, it doesn't suck. Do you know what? The performances in it are fucking great. But it's a depressing fucking film. Like, did I think it was a horror film? No. Did I think it was a take on grief and loss and dark? And so, I mean, there is a scene where a fucking, a monster has sex with her, which was quite weird and fucked up. Don't get me wrong. And it sounds like it belongs in the realms of horror. It's an unsettling film, but the best horror movie of all time. Get out, like get out. It's just no. It's certainly a high quality movie for sure, but it's not horror. No way. There's just no way.
Right, who put the list together? Let's email him. Well, I can't email.
Yeah,
It
let's
looks
see what the
like
fuck's going on.
Dutch Film Buff disagrees with you. He says that movie is so flipping good.
It's not like
Yeah, it never occurred to me. I think that's why I haven't watched it, because it doesn't seem like a horror film to me. It feels like might be a few horror elements in it, but it doesn't seem like a horror film.
it's like a human tragedy type story deal.
Yeah.
And like I say, it's well played out, mate. But horror films surely have to scare you, and surely have to put you on the edge of your seat. And there's got to be some kind of suspense or something. But there was none of that. I mean, listen, people rate this movie big time, and who am I to tell them that they're wrong? But this is art house cinema. This ain't horror cinema. Like,
A lot
this
of it
ain't
was
horror.
in the list, wasn't it? It was all art.
Maya says this list is toss. Dave Busey says I got to see Amityville 2. So which is better, Pete? Amityville 2 The Possession or this Possession?
Well, technically, The Possession is a better movie because it's a better made movie. But Amityville 2, The Possession fucking rocks, mate. It rocks. It's scary for a start, and it has someone peeling the fucking face off in scenes and that, like a horror movie does and shit. But like I say, it does. This does have that one scene where she's having weird sex with a fucking monster. Yeah, it's art house cinema, mate. This is a movie that didn't find its audience, but found a critically acclaimed audience. If that makes any sense. Green corduroy wearing folk generally like these type of movies. No offense to anybody who likes this movie, but it's a thinking man's horror. But I genuinely believe that in your life that for a horror movie to resonate with you, there has to be some kind of seed or some kind of relevance to your experience, or whatever, for it to resonate with you. And maybe I've just led a sheltered life where nothing resonated with me. I mean, there's jealousy and all that kind of stuff in there, and all this is up. But if I want to watch jealousy, mate, no offense, I'll watch the fucking Christmas special of EastEnders and that. This is art house cinema with elements of horror. It's exactly what we talked about before we even started this list. It's a prime possession. I'm not saying that the quality is bad. It's because it's not. It's good. You can see that. There's no denying it. But it's not horror. It is not.
Yeah, crazy list. Crazy list. That one.
Even though it's number one on the list, it has not like enticed me to watch the movie whatsoever.
Oh.
Sorry, Dutch Film Buff. Dave Busey says I got to see Amityville 2 and 3 in 3D in theaters. Same 3 ways as a projectionist friend. Then times 2 fun to mention. 2 I like better. Yeah, Amityville 3 sucks balls.
I've seen that. Yeah, I did.
Yeah, I think did we not only see it a couple of years ago, Pete, for our I think we were doing 1983 or something on our best year in horror. Anyway, Dutch Film Buff says I think this is a very good list, but again, not for horror fans. Yeah. I think that kind of sums it up. This is a 75 greatest horror movies for non-horror fans. That makes sense? I think he's called it precisely.
But yeah, there was no Jason, there was no
They should
Freddy.
put a warning on. They should put a warning on there saying, if you like horror films, you won't like this list.
There was
But
one
if you're
Michael.
if you're a film
There
buff,
was
you'll
no
like this.
Chucky.
It's
So
a
many
bizarre
films
list,
horror,
mate. It's a
so
bizarre
it's
list
all-
because it seems to be purposely putting movies that you would find generally on other lists, you know, in the 70s, in the 60s, in the 50s, like, you know, or maybe in the 50s or the 40s, like, you know,
20s.
Possession, you know, that kind of thing. But putting them further down, like almost forcing them further down, kind of on purpose, which I don't know. It's kind of pretentious as fuck, to be fair.
Yeah, it is a bit like, you're not going to go, oh, kids, do you want to watch Hereditary or do you want to watch Nosferatu from 1920? Let's get it on.
Well, listen, nobody's knocking Nosferatu or anything like that, you know. And like I said, you know, and I'm sure every piece of, you know, piece of cinema that's on the list in its own right is a very good movie. Not knocking the craft or anything like that, but this list is supposed to be 75 greatest horror movies of all time. That's the title on this article, and that's just not the case. It's just not the case.
No, you'll have to make a different one, Vash. You'll have to do your own. I'm afraid.
I mean, this one is definitely not fit for purpose for like people who are actually horror fans. I would say it's been aggravating mostly throughout. Michael Myers, I Have Possession. It's okay, but it doesn't belong in the same postcode as this list. Dave Bucci says Jaws 2 is in my top 10. I think indeed. Not my top 10, but Jaws 2 is awesome. Oh, what have I done there? I hereby replace Possession with The Fog as the number one horror. There you go.
The Fog wasn't there.
The Fog guy.
The Fog somewhere in there. Yeah, for sure. Top 30, top 20. I don't know. We're definitely up there.
Yeah.
Amityville 3D is bad enough in 2D. Yeah, I've only seen it in 2D, and that was enough.
Threads wasn't there. Threads should be on any top 75 list. Genuinely terrifying. Where's Threads? Fucking where's Threads?
A Fangoria made horror movie list might be compared as better. Frankenstein 1. Was Cannibal Holocaust in the list? Nah. The only cannibal movies was that Raw. Was it Raw, wasn't it? Was that not the only one?
Raw, yeah.
The Mummy. Ghoulies 3. Ghoulies 3.
Is that where they go to college? Is that where they go to college?
That is where they go to college, yeah. So I thought that was going to be like an easy list to go through, and I was dead wrong. I didn't know what we were in for there, guys. It was pretty traumatic, that, to be honest.
Yeah.
It's like when you see someone, you mention a good film and they turn around and go, oh, that film's shit. And you kind of feel slighted by it. And you're like, I like you less as a person because you've said that. I like this list less. I respect this list so little. It's like, it was just that everything was wrong. And there's so many movies missed out that should have been on the list. Can you think of any other movies that you would have put on your top 75? Anywhere in there? Just ones that you would recommend to people?
Creepshow 2.
Creepshow 2. Threads is Nightmare Fuel. Women in Black 89 should have been in there too. Woman in Black, sorry.
Yeah, Woman in Black. Yeah. There's loads of movies that I would have had in my top 75, mate. You know, like I mentioned, you know, Hot Tension, Martyrs, I would have had in there. Just absolutely loads.
We've got Event Horizon,
The Grudge, Ring,
Jacob's Ladder would have been my top 75.
Jacob's Ladder.
Yeah,
absolutely loads. You know,
you know what? I would have had The Conjuring in my top 75. So I think The Conjuring is a fantastic film.
There's been that many of them. I can't even remember what that one does.
Let's have a look.
Paranormal Activity. I would have had that in.
Would you like that?
Nah. The Grudge, the original Jew on The Grudge. Yeah. I would have had that in my top.
And Ring. Where was Ring? Where the fuck was Ring?
Exactly. Wasn't there? Wasn't there?
Okay, now.
Tale of Two Sisters was there, which is fair enough, but no ring.
They
I
can't
would
make
have had Sailor, I would have had Sailor Moon on my list, but that's just a
Yeah.
personal one. But I would definitely would
that
have that on
guy's
my list.
ridiculous. Whoever wrote that list.
Yeah.
You have
There
to
you go.
put
Where was Horace Pinker? Where's Shocker? Where's our Horace Pinker?
Can't believe Shocker wasn't on.
Where's Max Jenke? House 3. Where's Max Jenke?
Yeah.
Is the original? Is that the remake? Is that
That's
the
the
original or the remake?
Oh, that's
That's the original, mate. That's the
the
original. Yeah. Get it watched. Honestly, it is excellent. It's an excellent film.
I will. Where was Leatherface? Texas Chainsaw Massacre 3? Where was that? I'm not a fan.
Where's the
I just
Matthew
got it 'cause
McConaughey?
I've never seen the uncut version, so I thought I'd give it a go. Give it a watch.
Okay.
You definitely need to make your own list, Vass, I think.
Yeah. When I have a 6 months spare, I will definitely.
But maybe it's not. Or just do 50. You don't have to do 75. You can just do 50
Yeah.
or 25.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe that might be even harder.
Oh. Okay.
Right.
Yeah. I mean, I think probably what you've got to do is just think about every movie that you rate, and then you'll end up with a number, and then organize them.
Mm-hmm.
That's probably the way to do it.
Yeah.
Dutch Film Buff said Jacob's Ladder and American Psycho would make my top 75. Good shouts.
American Psycho.
Absolutely.
No, I meant Amateur Possession. Yeah. We knew. Horace Pinker shits on Possession. And I prefer Lost Boys over Near Dark. Yeah.
Yeah,
I do
Lost
too.
Boys. Come on.
Yeah. And I prefer Fright Night over Lost Boys, but that's just me.
Near Dark was in the list.
And I prefer Film's Lot over Fright Night over Lost Boys. But that's just me. Very close though. Very, very close.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yep.
Right, we did it. We've got to the end in less than 3 hours. That's amazing. Anything you guys want to talk about? What you've seen this week?
I saw Beetlejuice. Yeah, no, I liked it. Do you know? I think I actually preferred it to the original Beetlejuice because Michael Keaton seems to be in it a lot more than he was in the original. Because he's only in it a little bit in the original, but he's in it a lot more in this one. So I enjoyed it. It's actually quite a funny story. I had a date, right? I went on a date with a girl. With a date with a real life human being to the cinema and everything. Honestly, man, I met this girl on one of these dating apps, right? By the way, since then I've fucking deleted all these apps, right? Because anyway. So I talked to her on the phone. She seemed all right. And I kind of got the impression that she was quite rich. And I thought I could do with a rich girlfriend. That would be a good idea. And I was like, yeah.
It's this. That's
all right. Okay. That's it. Yeah. Like that. So I was like, yeah. So we organized to go to the cinema. And I was like, well, we'll go to this place called the Dominion in Edinburgh. And it's one of those ones where it has the like literal sofas where you get table service and they serve you drinks and stuff like that. So I paid a bit of extra money to take us to this like posh cinema. And anyway, this girl turned up. I went and picked her up. I was driving, and she was kind of dressed a little bit oddly, but she was still all right. She looked like her pictures, which is that's half the battle, mate. To be fair, it's half the battle. Yeah, but it was weird, mate, because we started the movie started, and whilst I enjoyed the movie, right, she found it absolutely hilarious. I'm talking, she was guffawing like to the credits, to fucking everything that came on screen. And I was like, what the fuck's wrong with you? You know what I mean? That's not funny. That's not funny. But I thought, no, what? She's having a good time, blah, 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 blah. And when I walked in, right, bearing in mind that she's rich, right, and I'm not, right, when I walked in, I was like, oh, would you like anything? And she's like, yeah, I'll take some popcorn. I'll have this. I'll have that. I'll have the wine, blah, 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 blah. Wine in the cinema? Oh man, right? So after the movie had finished, like I think she necked it. She'd already had like a bottle of wine or something like that. She was quite tipsy and all this, and I was like, well, date's over. I'll drive you home. I've got to get back, because it's 20 miles away. And I was like, I've got to get back now. Drive you home. And she was like, I want you to take me to a rock bar, right? So I was like, okay, I'll take you to a rock bar. So she goes, I know just the bar. So I took her to this bar, and it wasn't a rock bar at all. I was duped. It was a swanky, fucking expensive wine bar, mate. And I was like, oh, I knew I was in trouble when there was fucking table service in a bar. I was like, no! And I was paying for everything. And I was like, would you like a drink? And she goes, yeah, I'll have a champagne, please, and a traditional whiskey. And I went, what the fuck? Right? There wasn't a round that I bought that was less than fucking 28, 30 quid, man, right? And then she got that drunk, she started being like horrible to us and that, man. It's just like, meh, meh, meh. She was Australian. She was like, meh, 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 meh. It got to a point, right? There was one point where I went, I'm going to the toilet, right? Because I was shaking. And I thought, I actually want to punch her. And I thought to myself, if the toilets are right next to the door, I'm just going to fucking leave her here and fuck off. But they were on the other side of the bar. So anyway, mate, long story short, it was a fucking disaster. But the movie was quite good. I checked my bank balance. I checked my bank balance the following day, right, to take this girl to the cinema who was a fucking train wreck. It cost me 140 quid. 140 fucking quid to go to the cinema to see Beetlejuice, man. So damn right I enjoyed that movie, man. It was fucking brilliant. So, long story short, never used dating apps. You know what I mean? I just kind of got home the following morning about fucking about 2 in the morning when I managed to get the fucking girl out of my car. Took an hour for me to get her out of my car, by the way, right? And I got home, I saw my dog, and I went, do you know what? You're all I need. You're all I need, you big furry baby. That you'll do me. I don't need a woman. Delete. Horrendous.
Yeah,
just fucking horrendous.
Yeah, it's taking the piss that like spending that much money in it. Really.
Yeah.
Oh, it was mental. Like. Anyway, but yeah, watch Beetlejuice.
That's
I like
probably
it.
her like thing that she does. She makes these
dates
dates on these apps and just like takes the piss.
Maybe that's
the whole time.
Maybe that's well. I'll tell you what the crack is, right? I honestly thought to myself, that's the last I'll ever hear of it. And then the following day, I get a phone call from her, and I was like, all right, I'm not going to say a name just in case she's fucking. you there? But I was like, oh, hello. And she was talking about the date and whatnot. And I goes, listen, I've got to pull you up on a couple of things. I goes, you said a couple of things last night. And I mentioned a couple of things that she said, which were bang out of order, by the way. I mean, by it, on anyone's level. And I thought, she'll probably realize what she said and, and maybe be, remorseful, and if so, then, I've got to give people the benefit of the doubt in that. But there was no accountability whatsoever. It was like, oh, no, I wasn't talking about you particularly. It was just generally. And I was like, fucking know your word. And a phone got a bit patchy and I was like, oh, listen, you're running out of signal, we'll talk later. And I just put the phone down, like, block. Yeah, bye-bye. Yeah. But anyway, Beetlejuice was good though. I liked it. Yeah. I tell you what, the thing that I quite liked about Beetlejuice. Do you know the ginger guy from the original Beetlejuice? The guy who's the dark overlord in Howard the Duck, who's in Beetlejuice, who plays the dad.
Is he
Yeah. Well, I think he's a paedophile. There. I think something happened, and I think he got exposed to being messing with kids or something daft like that. So he's obviously not in the movie. I don't even know if he's alive. He might have passed away. I don't know, but he's obviously not in Beetlejuice. But they deal with his character quite effectively using stop motion in a really nice little sequence, and that was really good.
Clever to do that.
Yeah, I quite like that.
Yeah, I like it when they do stuff like that. They did that in the new Twin Peaks, didn't they, with Laura Palmer and stuff, and made her look like she was like. Well, do you not watch the new? You don't need to watch it. It's about as good.
It was a couple of years ago, wasn't it? The new
Yeah,
So
yes, I've got it,
I
but
watched 13 episodes before bloody Agent Cooper popped up. 13 episodes of just a camera in space with bubbles. It's just the most insane thing you've seen in your life.
that's insane. That is insane.
David Lynch, man, he's nuts. Don't know how he gets away
What
with
have
it.
you guys watched lately then? You guys must have watched. There's been loads of stuff out recently, loads of different horror movies and that. What have you watched? I know we touched on it last week. We talked about Long Legs, but that's all we talked about. But there's been hordes.
Mm-hmm.
I'm watching the
I think
you
Gilmore.
know,
Oddity. Did we talk about Oddity?
I liked Oddity. I don't think Elwood liked it. Did you like it,
Yeah.
Elwood?
Terrible. I hate it.
Yeah. I liked it. I thought
Yes.
it was good.
I
I
liked
didn't think it
it.
was great, but yeah, I enjoyed Oddity. It was
Low
Did you watch that
Lives.
Beazle movie that I watched the other night? Beazle. Was it called
no, I got it
Beazle?
downloaded, but I never got a chance to watch it.
Oh, with the
It's
witches.
all right. Yeah, it's
Well,
all right. It's all right. I expected by the cover some kind of like Night of the Creeps, Night of the Demons type of like schlock fest, but it's really not. You don't really see the witch whatsoever. It's only suggested, but the horror in it's really quite nasty. It's there's some stuff that doesn't quite hit the landing, but the intentions are honourable. Like there's a lot of grudge going through this movie. Like it skips like time. Like you'll see it's a curse in a house essentially, but it's a witch, and every segment is then it's 8 years later, 8 years later, 8 years later, that kind of thing, and that's the narrative all the way through the movie. I liked it. I liked it.
Hulu movie.
I don't know. It just popped up on
Is it a Hulu?
my.
yeah, I
know.
thought on the stream. Oh, yeah, I was a bit put off by the picture, so I just went
Yeah,
straight past
the
it.
picture's a
And
bit
then
naff.
the IMDb score was super low, but yeah, you said it was the actual
I liked
reviews
it.
were decent. The reviews on it were quite decent.
Yeah, it took me by surprise. Just like I said,
Yeah.
its intentions are good.
Right, let's
I've
get through these comments, and then I think we'll wrap it up. I think we've done pretty well. I'm pretty happy.
That's a record for us, under 3 hours, man.
Yeah, man. Let's try and keep it just under 3 hours, and then we'll move on like that for the future. Michael Myers says Leatherface Texas Chainsaw Massacre 3 has a scary first half and a silly second half. It's like Texas Chainsaw Massacre 1 and 2 sandwiched together. Chainsaw 2 would qualify as a horror comedy too. Yeah. This list did to me feel all over the place. That's exactly what it was. Some kind of tether, Peter. I paused the horror movie for attending this live stream. Double blind, pretty boring. Still have 20 minutes to watch. See me, if I watch a movie and I'm not enjoying it, I'll at any point I could like turn it off and never ever come back to it.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, I've
I don't
developed
like
that
focus
talent.
after watch anything.
Long legs.
Yeah.
You
But I
missed
was
out
in the
there,
cinema.
dude. Missed out. Michael Myers, that was the most entertaining date story I've ever heard. There you go, Pete.
Hey.
Something good came of it, Pete. Something good came of it.
Yeah, thanks.
Buff says, I also love The Omen, The Burning. Oh,
Orman wasn't there.
My Bloody Valentine. Oh, My Bloody Valentine. And The Tenant. Were any of those in this list? None of them were on the list.
No.
My Bloody Valentine. Oh, my goodness.
Do you know why they weren't on the list? Because they were horror movies, dude.
God, I seem to be avoiding them. Yeah, Jeffrey Jones was never going to be in it for reasons. Notable mentions: Virus. Is that the Jamie Lee Curtis virus?
Virus? Yeah, no, I can't be. I watched that about a year ago with my mate Stu. It was just on TV, and it was fucking so bad. Like, it's fucking terrible. Like.
Yeah. Even with good effects, it doesn't just change it as being a bad movie. Hills of Ice Part 2. Hills of Ice 2, the newer one. Yeah, both those Hills of Ice are good. Part 1 and 2. The Creature from the Black Lagoon, Wrong Turn 1. The Void in my top 30. Yeah.
Wrong Turn.
Do you like The Void? The Void?
Yeah, I thought it was all right. I think a lot of people like it more than I do. Maybe on a second watch, I might like it more, but I did like it. But I didn't love it. Right, we're almost at the end here. Dave Bushy, I got to see
Yeah,
Shocker in
wrong 21,
theaters.
I like that.
Free same friend projectionist. I got to see The Lost Boys and Fright Night 1 in theaters for free too, the same way. All great ones. Way too much Jeffrey Jones in Beetlejuice 2. Keaton, Ryder before are great but the rest of it I found boring. He's already seen it.
Yeah, I'm not really want to see Beetlejuice, to be fair.
I'm not
Kids-
a huge fan of this one, I've got to say. I like it, but I don't like.
Kids movie.
Dave Busey, Tim Burton cut Jeffrey Jones out of the movie by mentioning him every so often during the whole movie.
It's a date movie, Elwood. Date movie.
Michael Myers didn't mind Virus. Jamie Lee doesn't speak fondly of it. I bet she doesn't speak very fondly of bloody Borderlands either.
But we're there. You went to say Beetlejuice. Well, wasn't fucking bloody thingy not on? McAvoy with his remake.
Oh, see no evil. Speak no evil.
I'd prefer to go and see that, mate. But do you know what she said? She said, I don't like horror films. She said, horror films don't agree with us. And I go, oh, okay, you can't have everything. You know what I mean? You thought maybe I'll convert. And then when she agreed to Beetlejuice, I thought like it was a gateway. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, a little gateway.
Have you not seen McAvoy? He's Don't Speak Yet.
No, but we were talking about this earlier, mate. You will, because it streams on the 1st of October.
No way.
Mm-hmm.
Way.
On what?
Dodgy box. Everywhere. For free.
Advertise on Dodgy Box, is it?
Yes, on the Dodgy box. Exactly.
Dave Busey says the remake of The Blob can be in my top 30. The Relic also.
In fact, we'll nickname the Dodgy box, just to avoid any problems. The Dave Bushy streaming channel where everything's free.
Michael Myers says he loves the original Beetlejuice, but not really motivated to go see the new one.
Nah.
Dave Busey says I saw the first Beetlejuice in Somerville theaters and I liked it. Have it on VHS, a VHS copy and a DVD too. Part 2 was unneeded, not funny. Just my opinion. Jeffrey Jones was so distracting, though. Yeah, distracting. Right, I think we're all done, guys. Should we do another one of these? Should we have a look for a nice list that we won't look at? Just a title that says that this might be interesting to do. And
your
let's
list,
do another one.
We'll do your list.
This is too much work, dude. Seriously, it's gonna be too much work. And if you guys criticize it, I won't be able to handle that kind of criticism.
That's true.
I'll shrivel up like Pennywise in It Too.
Yeah, well, you put the Blair Witch at number 20 or something, won't you? So
Blair Witch would not be in my top 75. I've got to say, if I did the top 75, so it would not be. It wouldn't be in there.
Don't do your list, man. Don't do your list. Don't do your list.
Change my mind.
I like you. I like your friendship. Let's keep our friendship. Don't do your list.
A 3-hour Boosty 10 for Beetlejuice 2. I did not hate it, just did not full like Burton rehashing even part of his Dark Shadows 2.
Oh, you see, I thought Tim Burton seemed to be having a good time again making movies. That's the general gist when I watched this film. Dave, you harsh critic.
He's been making a lot of kids movies lately, isn't he? You know, the
Charlie
Alice in Wonderland and all that kind of stuff. Dutch Film Buff, thank you for entertainment, guys. Yep, where we are your friends, and we are here for you. Bye. See you later, mate. Michael Myers, Book of Shadows, number 1. It wouldn't have surprised me whatsoever.
Don't encourage him, man. Don't encourage him.
Oh, we went over 3 hours. Just over 3 hours. Never mind. Right, should we leave it at that? You want to wish everyone a good yeah.
Night,
everyone have a good week.
Have a good day at work.
We'll see you next week.
Right.
Yeah.
Not exactly sure what we're going to do, but we're going to have a good time doing it anyway. Yeah. Do you want to say goodbye, guys?
See you later, everybody.
Have a nice week.
Easy. Free Palestine. Fuck Israel. See you later.